Number 2, Menon, Van Nunley, and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
It's Monday, Albuquerque. You know what that means? That means I survived the weekend.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
friendly friend.
Very happy about that. It was up in the air for a moment.
You're worried you weren't going to.
Had a lot going on. Had a lot to do. Did it all. We'll recap the weekend here in a moment. I am Fred Slow. Van Nunley is here. Van, how are you?
Oh, my goodness. Just so absolutely wonderful, my
Okay,
friend.
well, that's
Just
good.
one full of wonder.
Bob Walpole making the show go around. Bob, how are you, brother?
I'm better than Van.
That's
Whoa.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Low bar.
Don't hate that.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Don't hate that at all. How was your weekend, Bob? It went well.
It went.
Yeah.
I was here.
Okay.
You know, that's what I do. I work weekends.
That's a
here.
good call. Yeah. Did Ron DeSantis ever make it back to Florida, or is he still in Ohio? How'd that go?
I have no idea.
Okay, good.
I don't.
What were you doing?
I read headlines. I am much more content since I quit following politics.
I tell you what,
Man, that's a way to live.
I need to get that energy.
What?
The not follow politics energy. I'm
Oh.
obsessed with it.
Well, I still follow it some, but I don't read every story that comes across.
Okay, well,
I look at the headlines.
Yeah.
you don't
And-
follow politics. Do you follow local AAA baseball?
Yeah, do you follow that?
Were you working the Isotopes on Sunday when they won the series against these losers from El Paso?
Let's
No, I
go.
was working Saturday night.
Bob,
when
what
they
are you doing?
lost.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Bob, come on.
What?
Don't
Oh,
bring
what do
that
you-
energy
you don't
here.
put
Just
that-
say yes.
Don't put that drip on
Just
him.
say
Well, I
yes.
couldn't because the Sunday game started at 11:45, and I had to work across the hall in the afternoon.
Yeah.
You're
So-
so popular. What's it like being wanted?
What is that like?
It's frustrating at times
That's
trying
rough.
to balance everything.
I like the way you said across the hall. That way, I'm gonna start saying that.
Okay.
It leaves it up for interpretation.
Across the hall.
Across the hall there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's accurate.
That had a pretty good weekend myself. Went over to University Stadium and helped the New Mexico Lobos and their football team and their soccer team and kind of all the athletics show out for hundreds and hundreds of Albuquerque individuals as they learned CPR. So let's
Wasn't that a great event?
go on that.
I think almost every single sport was represented.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And
They're-
all the
Good job,
stations.
Lobos.
All the state, yeah, we were all there. So I was there, you were there. Like I know JJ Buck was there. I saw JJ.
JJ was there in the morning.
I know A. Marie was there. I ran into A. Marie.
Amory was there all day.
He was there all
Putting
day.
in that work.
Yeah, I don't know if Jeff
Yeah.
made it. I don't know if Jeff was
Jeff was there
Right.
in the afternoon with
Good.
me.
Jeff was there,
We
which
had,
is
the late,
awesome.
we had the late shift.
Yeah, well, that's what you bring in your closers. Is what it is.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I got to have your headliners. So you guys, but then
Bob, play Inner Sandman.
good idea. And then actual celebrities were there too. Like Bob Clark was there.
Ah, yeah.
So that was nice for people who wanted.
Oh,
to
you
see.
should have seen how people were excited to meet TJ Trout.
People love TJ. Trout.
People love TJ Trout
there's
almost as much as they love Dr. Barry Ramo.
who was a dude.
Oh, my
It
goodness.
was a full on dude.
Man,
Yeah.
that guy pulls
Pulls
what?
What are you talking about?
fans. He pulls fans.
No, he doesn't.
He has a lot of fans. That's all I'm saying.
I think he used to do a thing on Seven, is my understanding.
He does a lot of things.
He's become quite the media darling.
He is that thing. That's a funny thing about this market. I always hear, hey, here's a story from Fred again. So whenever I came into this market, I didn't realize how important TV was 15 years ago. Like if you were on TV 15 years ago, that's still the talk of the town. And I guess this like I guess that's when Barry's little run ran out. So they're showing like the CPR video, which was obviously recorded
A long time ago.
15 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let's make a new one right now. Like, I'll be the dummy in this one. Like, I'll do that thing or whatever.
We got the stuff.
Be fun.
We got cameras right there.
There were hundreds and hundreds of people there. It was super cool.
Each shift I worked was a great turnout.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
I was there first thing in the morning and then second thing in the morning, and people just rolled in. Lots of high fives, lots of positive energy. Obviously, Coach Gonzalez was there, which was a big deal. It was
Eddie Nunez was there.
very good.
Yeah.
Very good. So yeah, just I don't know. In all the ways I could have been, I was impressed by the University of New Mexico, and I was impressed by the station for coming out and kind of all the bodies involved.
Shout out to Jeff Barry. I mean, whether this is falling on deaf ears or not, you don't know who Jeff Barry is. Jeff Barry deserves some praise
Makes
for
station
putting this thing together.
the channel you're currently listening to, and the one across the hall.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
And the music ones too.
Okay, all
Oh.
of them.
We have to include them.
I mean, they're not as good, but I mean, who's counting?
You know what's funny about that stuff? So
Nielsen's counting.
they do count.
They
yeah.
count.
That's funny.
Funny about that stuff is, say you're at like one of these events, and it's obviously sports centric. Like it's at UNM, it's at University Stadium. There's a ton of athletes, there's whatever there, and we're saying hi and hello to, I don't know, countless numbers of people, like just welcoming, just being kind.
Mm-hmm.
And then like Doug DeRocher's there with 99.5
Yeah, he's down the hall at the moment.
down the hall. Thank you.
Yeah.
Steph Duran's there with 99.5,
She's on in the morning.
and they're shooting like little promo videos together, and I'm just standing off in
They're
the corner.
adorable, aren't they?
Well, yeah, but I'm wallflowering.
It's
Like this is a sports one. Like put it on me. Like let me help. Doug and Steph elbowing me out of your promo video. You don't get to be in my promo video now. Make my own promo video, a much
Hey.
better one.
Freddie Fame.
Yeah.
Take the high road. Let them be in your video.
But they didn't let me be in their video.
No.
Carlos is
Well, do you kick out today's pop hits on Magic 93.3?
okay. That's adult contemporary, by the way.
Did I get the stations wrong?
You did.
Damn
Also, Carlos is there, and I'm like, put me in a thing. He's like, no.
No, here's the thing.
No. He was like, what about Kiki?
You don't fit into our frame.
It's
We'll have to adjust the camera.
oh, that might actually be. You put me next to Steph Duran, she comes up to like my rib,
Sure.
maybe. She ain't big.
You standing next to Jay Bell's pretty funny.
Yeah,
She-
that would be.
she's-
I haven't seen it, but that
she's
would
little too.
He's little.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talent at this station. So, anyways, big thank you to not just everyone in this room, everyone listening, but all those who attended, became CPR certified, helped out, and did that thing. It was just about the coolest start to a Saturday humanly possible.
be. And
So,
one note: if
Yeah.
you took CPR like 10 years ago,
It's different.
changed.
it's insanely different.
Oh, it changes every few years.
Mhm.
You know, before I did this, I was in social work, and I'd have to perpetually be CPR recertified.
Mhm.
And it's not just like you walk in and watch a video and you sign your name. It's like, hey, you got to learn this all over again.
There's
It's
hands
different.
on.
Yeah, it's
Hands
different.
on.
It's different again.
Bobby ever gave CPR?
No,
Okay, I did one time. Van,
I did.
scary. It's terrible.
It's horrifying.
somebody's life is literally in your hands.
His life is in your hands, dude.
It's in your hands, bro.
Her life is in your hands, dude.
The time I did it, afterwards, because at least the part I was involved in went well, and then afterwards, I got very drunk.
I can imagine.
I said, "This is too scary for me. I don't know how to process all the emotion I'm currently feeling."
Let's drink about it.
Yeah,
So,
I said I want to hang out with my buds.
so shout out to all the EMTs and
Yep,
first responders that
right.
do this more than once in their life.
The way they live their thankless, help the community celibate lives.
So thank you guys, gals.
Do they live celibate lives?
I don't think so.
Is there a monk thing to it, Van?
No.
Is that part of living in the first responder world? You take a vow of celibacy?
I'm going to say no, especially if you're a firefighter, because ladies love firefighters. Have you seen the calendars?
LLFF, ladies love firefighters.
I would like to be a firefighter for a month to get into a calendar.
We can make our own radio calendar,
Okay. All right. Record sales there.
Yeah.
like record like music, or
No, like new records, setting new records, establishing
Oh,
new high numbers.
We could do it as a charity event.
I like that. And you would pay us to not to leave our clothes on.
Yes.
It'd be like for every $100 raised, Van will not take off.
A shirt.
Yes.
Now hold on. Don't use me as an example because I'm getting strong at Evolve Strong, and your boy is jacked.
No one's trying to see that.
There is a long line of people who want to see that.
Well, go to Evolve Strong and see it.
That's
Nice.
Join up and you can see it. Sorry, I saw an opportunity there.
Welcome back, Bob.
Thanks. Trying to add a little spice to the life here. Yeah.
That's what I need. So then so I have to leave early. So I leave early. I head to beautiful and historic Las Vegas, New Mexico,
Mhm.
where I'm broadcasting.
Oh,
Back
this is Saturday.
Yeah.
So you had to leave the
So
events early.
I did. So I showed up early, left early, said hi to still like 100 people probably. I'm on my way to beautiful and historic Las Vegas, New Mexico to call back to back softball games.
Okay.
But it's only 2 in one day, so back to back.
I was going to say, that's way too many.
It was like the Chris Berman of softball games. You're welcome.
Gotcha.
So I called 2 softball games. They both go really well. Big wins for the New Mexico Highlands Cowgirls. Let's go.
Hey, all right. Congratulations.
Got a couple nominations for.
Go Royal Purple.
I think that's correct.
What's the name of the color?
I think it's Royal Purple.
Royal Purple. It's Regal.
Regal Purple.
Regal Purple.
It's a strong purple.
It's the strongest of all purples.
Yeah. Whenever you think of the color purple, this is the one you think of.
It's deeper and darker and sexier.
It's a sexy purple.
The Vikings can suck it. That's barely purple.
Like the Minnesota Vikings?
All of them.
Hey, make sure Lizzo's not listening. She loves the Vikings.
Really?
So I went up there, broadcast 2 games, and then I rushed back to meet Van and like a dozen of our friends of the show. It's WWE Saturday Night Main Event was at the Rio Rancho Event Center this past Saturday night, and it slapped.
No, it didn't.
It slapped so hard.
It sucked. It was the worst one I've ever seen.
The only other one you've ever seen is WrestleMania and the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. And there's a glaring difference in between the last 2 I watched and this one.
How so?
This one was strikingly devoid of Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
There was no Rhea Ripley. I want my money back.
She was not there.
Broke my heart.
Rhea Ripley broke your heart.
Yes.
That person that doesn't know you exist broke your
Now,
heart.
hold on.
Okay.
Neither of us know that for sure.
The odds are.
One can assume, but we don't know that for sure.
From the live chat, the Sports Animal chat line on the live stream of this program, when I think of the color purple, I think of the movie. No, we're not doing that bit today.
How about Purple Rain?
That's what I think of.
When you think of the color purple,
When I think of
Grimace, I think of Grimace.
When I think of the color purple, I think of Purple Rain, and it makes me angry every time I think about Purple Rain, because we all know Morris Day and the Time won the Battle of the Bands in Purple Rain. It wasn't even close.
Well, even their
Just because that tiny loser Prince starts thrusting his hips on stage and screaming like a maniac, the crowd was more into Morris Day and the Time. Everyone was dancing. There were smiles on their faces. It's a better song. Morris Day and the Time were robbed.
I also don't think the performance times were fair. I feel like Prince was up there forever.
It was so long.
It would seem much longer. This is not a fair and balanced
You
competition.
get points off for going over the clock.
This is like whenever you see the Republican, whenever they're all on stage arguing.
Mhm.
What am I talking about to get a nomination? What's that called?
The
Debate.
debate.
Yeah.
That's
And,
not
like,
a debate.
It's not a debate. You're only going to let 2 people talk. Why are these other 7 people even here?
We're just yelling catchphrases over each other.
Over each other.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. I would just cause a scene. I would just erupt. I'd be like, this same thing happened to Morris Day. That's what I would do. I would just throw
Yeah.
that fit.
Mm-hmm. You got filibustered by this tiny guy from Minnesota.
Morris Day, a bustard,
Mhm.
and friends. So we went to WWE main event, Saturday night main
So-
event at the Rio Rancho Event Center. It was an absolute banger. It was sold out. There wasn't a seat in there.
Not a seat.
There was the real number, 6,500 people, maybe.
I think it was over 7 when you count the suites.
Okay, it was 7,000 people at the Rio Rancho Event Center
Mhm.
just watching man slamming.
Mm.
I loved it, Bob. It was so good. And we had so many friends of the show there. And thank you to all of them who made the effort to reach out and be a part of it, because it was an absolute hoot and a blast. One of the friends of the show brought his girlfriend, and she was like, I don't even know what pro wrestling is. What is this? First of all, ballsy move, bringing your girlfriend to this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very impressed by that.
Yeah.
That was and then by the end of it, she's like, so this Bianca Belair, she's pretty cool, huh?
Yep.
I'm like, yeah, she is pretty cool.
You should have seen Rhea Ripley.
Tune in on
You
Monday
should
night.
Really be a fan.
Yeah, what are you doing?
What?
I mean, she didn't come. I mean, what are you gonna do? You gonna be stuck on this forever?
Yeah.
Yes. Until the next one.
When's the next one?
I don't know.
You want to go to SummerSlam in Detroit?
I think so.
Yeah, me too.
Is she going to be there?
Should be.
Ugh.
It's at Ford Field.
It's a good field.
Why don't you text her, Van? I'm sure she'll answer.
Man, text her.
Let's
See-
slip slide in her DMs.
What? Why don't you
That-
just text her?
There's a glaring problem. I don't have her direct cellular telephone number.
Probably Australian too. She probably WhatsApps.
Yeah. What is the international code? 3? I get hit a 3 first. 03. I got to hit 03.
I think 0 is Europe. 1 is the United States. 2 is Asia. 3 is Australia. I think you're
Hey.
correct.
You damn right we're number 1. Yeah.
What?
Wait,
That's not the energy you bring to this. Also, I know so very little about international phone calls. I don't think I've ever made one. Who would I call internationally?
You got it all wrong there. Number 61.
61?
61.
How many countries are there?
too many?
There's 210 countries.
Oh my God. 01161.
011
You got to do 011 to get out of the United States, and then 61 to call Australia, then 1, and then the 8-digit phone number. I'm never calling Australia. That's so much work.
There are 195 countries in the world today.
There's more than that.
Are you kidding me?
I think there's 216.
I'm looking at it right now.
Or is that bones in the body? How many bones are in the body?
By most counts, there are 197. All right, so this has a lot to do with independent nations and stuff. Also, this feels like a real
206
what?
bones in the body.
Not when you're born. I think there's more.
Yeah, I think there's 216 and they fuse.
They fuse.
No, 213 and it goes down to 206.
They do, like the bones in your skull.
Thank you, Bob.
You're welcome.
Dr. Bobby Ramo.
Heaven forbid.
Me and BV were talking about setting up a fake Albuquerque account,
Brandon Vote.
talking about Dr. Gary Ramo, and we give people bad medical advice and they don't know it's not Dr. Barry Ramo.
I had a thought the other day of setting up like a shell-looking chat GPT and then answering people's questions, like as if I was the artificial intelligence. But then I was like, number one, how would I trick people to my website? And then number two, how would I be there fast enough to respond? Because it's like I would have to just be sitting there all the time.
Just like have an auto response. Hold, please, calculating data.
And then afterwards, jump on and be like,
And I'll say the queries are many. Hold, please, calculating data.
all right, pretend I'm a pretend chat GPT real quick. Ask me a question.
Hey, Fred, how many bones are there in the human body? Excuse me. Hey, Fred GPT.
Thank you.
How many bones are there in the human body?
It depends what's your sign.
Hold, please, calculating.
I want to ask those kind of questions though. I want to be like, what's your sign? And then you say,
Yield.
and then I say, I'm not going to answer that.
Okay.
Like, I just, oh, Sagittarius? No, I'm good. Miss me. That's what I want. I want to fool people. And also, it's the people, whoever's a late adopter to Chat GPT or whatever they're all called. That's the only one I know of.
That's the biggest one.
Then everyone as a late adopter is not going to know they're at the wrong one.
I haven't had the need to write a paper, so I really haven't used ChatGPT. I think its primary use is to cheat at college.
Is that cheating?
Yes.
Oh, is it?
Thanks, Bob.
Oh, interesting. You two old men. Is it cheating to use a calculator to do math? No. Huh. Crazy.
You can't just have somebody write your paper for you in an English class.
You're not. You're having a computer do it. That's like having. Okay. How's
the
this?
same as downloading an article from someone else. It's called plagiarism.
It is not the same. No one else
Yes,
wrote
it
it.
is.
A computer wrote it.
Exactly. That
But
the
you,
computer is not you.
Hold up.
Wait.
It is me.
No, it's not you.
It's not somebody else. I can tell you that
asked-
much.
You asked an application to write a paper for you. That is
Correct.
not,
But-
you did not write the paper.
I disagree.
I can tell you disagree, but you're wrong.
Did
Yes.
I paint this wall or did the paint sprayer?
You did.
There we go. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
No.
Two wildly different scenarios.
Did I drive here or did the car? Interesting. I did. It's the
No.
exact same thing, Bob.
it
No,
isn't.
when you write your paper, you're using a computer or a pencil. That means you're writing it. The application, the AI application, is writing it for you. That's not you writing it.
and the application is gathering the data to back up the argument, the research, all of that you are supposed to do, and you are not putting your
Cheating.
mark on it.
Okay, here we go.
Kidding.
So from turnitin.com, which is apparently a resource that universities use to see if you have plagiarized a paper. Quote, similar to contract cheating, using AI to write an assignment isn't technically plagiarism. No original work is being copied. It's not plagiarism.
Okay, but you're not writing it either. We're not saying it's plagiarism. We're saying it's cheating because you're not writing the paper.
All right. Are we talking about ethics?
Let me give you a scenario.
Go ahead, Bob.
You have to write a paper, and 6 months later, you have to come up with the answer to a question that would have been in the paper if you had done the research, but you don't know it because you didn't do the research.
That never happens.
Yeah, you can read the paper.
Yeah, that never happens.
No, you have to answer it now.
He just cheat again.
Yeah, just cheating.
No.
See, he just admitted
whip
it was
out your
cheating.
phone, chat
See how he just said he was
and-
cheating?
Yeah, that's what I would do is this. If I solved a really hard math problem, and then somebody came to me months later and they're like, hey, what's the solution to this really hard math problem? I would say, let me get my calculator again.
I would say, I don't care. Already solved the problem.
Yeah, I already have my
It's-
passing grade.
Yeah, it's already right there on the chalkboard
But
in
you
the
could
hallway of the
duplicate
math
it.
department at Harvard
You
that I
could-
mopped last night.
You could duplicate it. You would not be able to duplicate your paper written by a chat GPT.
From the live stream, Sports Animal live stream live chat,
Yes.
we are actually discussing intellectual property.
Mm,
I don't know how I feel about that.
if you don't put any effort into it, I don't think it's intellectual. And it's not physical, so it's not your property.
If we were to go,
It's neat.
hold on,
You're just cheating.
physical doesn't matter with property. It can be an idea. You can own an idea.
Yeah, intellectual property.
We just said it's not physical.
It is not physical. That is correct.
Yeah.
So you didn't put any effort into it at all. So there's no intellectual involved whatsoever. is
Hold
what I'm
up.
saying. So now only the word property is left, and it's not changeable. So it's neither intellectual or property or intellectual property.
From the live chat,
Case
Sports
closed.
Animal live chat,
Bang the gavel, Bob.
is it a fact that Van doesn't actually know any phone numbers because they're all saved in his phone? So you're saying you should
That's
delete?
common.
Should you delete every phone number in your phone and you just the ones you remember are the ones you're allowed to have?
Okay. Also dumb. I have Chat GPT for that.
That's do me a favor. Go to ChatGPT, type in what is Rhea Ripley's phone number.
Oh my God, I'm going to do that right now.
Whenever we get back, we're 2 men on Bob Walpo. Good start to the program today. Lots of NBA talk. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Special thanks to JPR Gravel and Construction Supplies for sponsoring the Rock and Brew Book Drive. Bring new or gently used children's books to JPR locations in the Northeast Heights, South Valley, Rio Rancho, and Bernalillo and get a discount on a ton of gravel. Thanks, JPR. You rock.
Well, traffic right now, we are starting to see more slowdowns on I-25. We'll start with northbound I-25, Gibson to Central. Things moving slow there. Also dealing with more congestion now southbound on I-25. That's going to start as you approach Osuna. It'll last until Montgomery.
The Albuquerque Journal and Venue Plus for local insight and answers about pets or puzzles, sports or shopping, comics or movies, events, dining, music, television, and more. Get all your entertainment and recreational questions answered. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
When Damar Hamlin collapsed on the field during an NFL game, it was a reminder that life-saving CPR skills can be essential, even in the most unlikely situation.
Damar Hamlin has been down for over 9 minutes now.
Join the Sports Animal on the field at University Stadium Saturday, April 15th for a free CPR class at 9, 10, or 11 a.m. If you pre-register at sportsanimalabq.com, you'll get a free pair of tickets for the Lobo football home opener. The walk-ups on Saturday are welcome. Let's all learn CPR together, and maybe you can help save a life. Register now at sportsanimalabq.com.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's Wrangler season out there. Warmer days, cooler nights. Open roads, endless horizons. And you need to be ready in jeans made for the unpredictable. Wrangler, for the ride of life. Shop our newest styles today at Wrangler.com.
Do you owe more than $10,000 in back taxes? Good news. There's a new way out. It's called the Fresh Start Initiative. Call U.S. Tax Shield, A+ rated with the BBB, 800-391-5063 for your free consultation, and let U.S. Tax Shield protect you from the IRS.
Small business owners, we know finishing your to-do list can feel like rowing upstream, but it's a river, a whitewater river, and the only paddles you have are pool noodles. Then when a new to-do pops up, you're like, nope, I'm already rowing upstream with these pool noodle paddles. At Progressive, we don't want to make your day any harder. That's why we make it easy to get personalized discounts with a commercial auto insurance quote online, so your to-do list is smooth sailing. See if you can save on commercial auto insurance in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Coverages and discounts not available in all states and subject to policy terms and underwriting.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. Of course I use Mr. Clean Magic Eraser to clean tough messes off my stovetop and bathtub. But then I discovered I can also use it to easily clean my patio furniture and even my shoes. I'm hooked.
And when wipes won't cut it, I use Magic Eraser Sheets. They're thin and flexible erasers, perfect for everyday messes, like gunk on my counters and sinks. They really are magical.
The reviews are in. Mr. Clean Magic Eraser and Sheets make cleaning look easy.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Go green with Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Beat the heat with a high-efficiency AC or heat pump system from Daniels. Right now, Daniels is offering instant rebates on high-efficiency heat pump systems and take advantage of federal tax credits. Your investment is protected with their 10-year parts and 5-year labor guarantee. Daniels financing with plans to fit any budget, including 0% interest. Start your project today with a free estimate, 898-8860. Stay cool, calm, collected with Daniels, and go green today.
Okay, it's the second best way to wake up. It's the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Back on the program. A lot of NBA basketball this past weekend. Good NBA basketball even. Maybe the best NBA basketball I've ever seen. Start with the Heat game. Is that all right with you, Van? Miami Heat take game one as they defeat the Milwaukee Bucks 130 to 117. What's interesting here?
All right, hold on. Let's back up and get to the important stuff.
Giannis going down?
So I asked ChatGPT.
Oh, good idea.
What is Rhea Ripley's phone number?
Uh-huh.
She said, I'm sorry, but as an AI language model, I do not have access to personal information such as phone numbers.
Okay.
And this is where it gets very reputable here. I like this a lot. Very, very moral centered here. It would be inappropriate and unethical to provide such information, even if it were available. Please refrain from attempting to obtain personal information without consent, as it violates privacy rights. That's nice.
I just asked ChatGPT how I would get Rhea Ripley's phone number. Oh, it's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says please contact her through her official social media accounts. All right, well, that's kind of lame.
But if you were to, how would you go about doing it? No, I'm not asking you to do it, but how would you do it?
So Giannis goes down, and this is a big deal, right? Because you need him. He goes.
Oh, you mean a top 5 player in the NBA? The only reason your team's as good as it is? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you need him.
And he doesn't just go down. He goes down at like 10 minutes in. What?
Yeah.
And you're like, well, this thing's over. This thing's screwed. Miami jumps out big in the first. They're up 9. And then from there, somehow, Milwaukee paced the rest of the way. The rest of the way, they're only outscored by like not that many points. And you're like, is this team actually better than I think? Now, Tyler Hero going down, that's a thing. He's substantially out. Like, he's out for a minute. 4 weeks, they said. Knowing the NBA and how they fly guys to Italy.
Sure.
Maybe a little bit faster. Also, I don't know enough about
Kobe Bryant blood infusion.
I don't know enough about the medicine and how it works.
It's a mix of
stem cell stuff, right?
It's brand new newborn baby.
What?
Like
no.
First of their name.
It's not what it is.
To 2 healthy young teenage European bloodlines.
You're not being very correct.
And then dolphin tears. Those 2 things together.
Do you think there are dolphins in Italy?
Yes.
Maybe. definitely Miami. What do you
Tua went on vacation there.
I know for a fact there are Miami Dolphins.
Correct.
Okay. So Jimmy Butler, and by the way, no team should ever want to face a Jimmy Butler-led team ever, period, no matter what.
He built different.
I would say that he is him, but we'll talk about that in a little bit too.
Timothy?
He's giving up 130 to the 2023 Miami Heat is kind of wild.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when Hero goes. And again, I hate Tyler Hero. I don't think he's good.
Oh, wow. He's so nice.
Oh.
He seems really nice.
He seems the opposite. The Heat shot 60% from three.
All right,
totally sustainable, Van. They're going to be able to do that all the rest of the playoffs.
I think I'm going to give you a Chat GPT reference every single segment in this program.
You could do it for the rest of the remainder of the existence.
I would not. I would rather not, because that's not what we do here.
Okay.
But now this is literally the first time I'm using it today, so this is a lot of fun.
Oh, you've never used it?
I said, generate a joke about Game 1 of the Heat Bucks playoff series.
I don't hate this.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Sure. Here's a joke for you.
Wait, you're reading its response before the joke?
Correct.
Just read the joke.
Okay. And he got Chat GPT got it backwards, but this is still good.
Okay.
Why did the Miami Heat fans get so hot under the collar during Game 1 of the playoff series against the Milwaukee Bucks?
I don't know, man. Why did the Miami Heat fans get so hot under the collar against Game 1 versus the Milwaukee Bucks?
Because the Bucks kept heating up the court while the Heat went cold in the clutch.
That's not a good joke.
It's not a good joke, but it's a joke. So I'm gonna ask again. Let me edit.
No, there's no reason to ask again.
So I'm gonna say generate a good joke.
Now, the real joke is how Jimmy doesn't show up until he's ready to be playoff Jimmy. Playoff Jimmy, who went 43 minutes the other night, 35 points, who was hot but wasn't white hot. 15 of 27 is hot. That's not white hot, but that's hot.
That's a good game.
That's a very good game.
You're not going to complain about that game.
11 assists.
That's a bunch.
5 boards, all defensive. My dude, Jimmy Butler, who recognizes other dudes as ballers. Also Bam. Good for Bam showing up, had over 20. Kevin Love, almost 20. There's a bunch of dudes on this Heat team. If you're Milwaukee, where you're like, are we in trouble now?
Bam was a dude down the stretch.
He's kind of like that.
He was a part of everything. That's what I love about the playoffs when these guys emerge. You're like, oh, yeah. Bam Adebayo, however you pronounce it. He's a dude.
Abadeo.
I forgot he was a dude.
He was a dude.
Yeah.
Well, and it kind of showed you the lack of dudes in Milwaukee, right? Because when Giannis goes down, obviously you have Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton can ball.
Yeah.
Chris Middleton's a number 2 guy.
Where's Grayson Allen?
I mean, he was on the court.
He was present.
So now your 3 guy has to become your 2 guy. Your 4 guy has to become your 3 guy. Kind of all those guys have to up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
they're not as effective. When
They're
Giannis
not.
isn't on
Not
the court.
even at all.
When he's gone, they don't look as good.
Quietest 20 points I've ever seen in the world from Bobby Portis. I don't need Bobby Portis scoring me 20 points. I don't need Drew Holiday having to carry the load. Now, Bobby's points in 26 minutes, okay. Hey, way to be out there, be productive. You ain't going to win. And Milwaukee don't have an idea of how to win without Giannis. Good news, though, on Giannis. Looks like he's going to come back for game 2. The back is not as bad as it was thought to be.
You're scared he broke his butt bone.
That's what they thought.
They severed his coccyx. That's the end of your butt bone.
Severed it?
Broke it.
It's broke off?
It's got, like people have like vestigial tails, like some babies are born with tails. It grows from the coccyx. It's like this little nub on the end of your butt bone.
Miami can survive losing a hero, I believe. They distribute it so much.
They play team basketball, and that's very important in the playoffs.
Including Hero, who went out injured. They had 6 dudes in double digits and another dude just a basket shy. Like, they can do it.
I still got the Bucks even down 1, even with a hobbled Giannis.
Dog, they gave up 130 to Miami. I don't know if you're right.
Oh, Miami shot lights out, though. They usually don't shoot like that.
You're not wrong. Keep it on the NBA talk whenever we get back. The Denver Nuggets routed the Minnesota Timberwolves 29 points in a blowout. Are you kidding me? Way to protect the house. We'll give you kind of the inside of that. It won't take more than a minute, though, I promise. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by eBay Motors. You do anything to keep your vehicle happy. Let's make sure it stays running smoothly. With eBay Guaranteed Fit, the right parts are just a click away. When you see the green check, you know that part will fit. Get the right parts at the right prices. ebaymotors.com. Let's ride. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Well, all right. Traffic right now, northbound on I-25, we've got crash cleanup going on near Central. You're going to see slowdowns as you approach Gibson. Watch yourself going through there. Congestion westbound Rio Bravo between the freeway and 2nd Street. Slowdowns right now southbound I-25. Those are going to start at Osuna. They last until Montgomery. And I-40 westbound between the interchange and Rio Grande. Things moving slow in that area.
Brought to you by New Balance.
New Balance Albuquerque. Shoes that fit better and perform better. At New Balance, we actually measure your feet on Wantabo north of Constitution and in Cottonwood Corners next to Best Buy. New Balance.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Last year, you gave us books, and we gave you beer. You remember, Rogers had a team. The Sports Animal is doing it again with JPR Decorative Gravel and Blake's Lottaburger for the Rock and Brew Book Drive. Bring new or gently used children's books to participating breweries, and you'll receive $1 off each beer you buy that day. Breweries like Sunday Service Motor Company, High and Dry, Differential Brewing, and more. Save $1 off a beer while fighting illiteracy in New Mexico. Get a full list of drop-off locations online now at sportsanimалabq.com.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Like any good agent, we're here for the open house, for the closing, for handing over keys. But because we're realtors, we're here for so much more. Agents who are realtors volunteer at nearly 3 times the national average. We're working to broaden access to credit, increase affordable housing supply, and ensure fair housing for all. Realtors are bound by a code of ethics. We're here for it all. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Ladies, fall in. What's up, Coach? You can't play soccer in sweatpants and dresses.
Don't you think we know that? If we had real team uniforms, we wouldn't embarrass you like this.
Point taken. I'll make a call.
Time for real team uniforms and professional office apparel. Graphic Connection has great designs, years of experience, and over 300,000 products.
Coach, these new uniforms are awesome!
Right? Told you I'd take care of it.
Graphic Connection.
Do you want to know what's trending now? You can defer payments of a full NetSuite implementation for 6 months. No payments and no interest for 6 months. This is a big deal. NetSuite by Oracle has never made an offer like this in its 22 years as the leading cloud financial system. 33,000 companies have already upgraded to NetSuite, gaining visibility and control over their financials, inventory, HR, e-commerce, and more. Everything they need to reduce manual processes, boost efficiency, build forecasts, and increase productivity across every department. In fact, almost 90% of finance leaders agree that NetSuite helps them reduce manual data entry time. Whether your business generates millions or hundreds of millions of dollars, take advantage of this special financing offer of no payments or interest for 6 months at netsuite.com/play. That's netsuite.com/play. netsuite.com/play.
In 2022, the Hermit's Peak and Calf Canyon fires devastated parts of northern New Mexico.
Fiesta Subaru has been restoring and replanting many of these areas, but we're not doing it alone. Our customers have been donating trees to help with the restoration. Thanks to their generosity, 25,000 seedlings will be planted in areas affected by these wildfires. At Fiesta Subaru on Lomas, we're committed to making a positive impact on our environment because it's the right thing to do.
Join Marble Brewery as they kick off their 15th anniversary celebration on April 16th. It'll be a week full of food pairings, brew club appreciation, a locally crafted beer dinner, events at each tap room, closing out the week with their all-day anniversary party on April 22nd. Join them at 111 Marble Avenue Northwest, April 22nd, and experience something new and enter a marvelously warped world. Breathtaking live performances, exclusive Marble specials, and a whimsical and unconventional take on the after party. For more information, visit marbleBrewery.com.
The Jim Rome Show.
I love the game, but I don't play the game.
Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program.
Thank you.
Two Men is
good to be back.
Live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We, of course, start our days at the YMCA of Central New Mexico. Have our lunches, Bob, over at 6-6 Diner. You get a burger and a milkshake. Everyone knows that. Don't forget this upcoming Wednesday, we're at ABQ Axe, throwing axes. That's going to be a lot of fun. Come hang out with the boys out there. This upcoming Friday, we're at Ice Tubs Park. Come hang out with the boys there. This upcoming Thursday, we're at Marble on the west side, the intersection of Nightshade and Unser. Come hang out with the boys there.
Nightshade?
I believe that's right.
Ooh,
look that up.
That's ominous.
Hey, confirm that for me. That's what I think it is. Don't forget, Van's getting strong at Evolve Strong. And all weekend long, you can drink vodka with your boys. New Mexico's vodka. That's Teller vodka. Don't forget. Also, this upcoming Saturday, we're hosting a watch party for the New Mexico United at Hollow Spirits. Come hang out with us then and there. It's also the grand opening of the new kitchen over at Hollow Spirits, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
It was 5740 Night Whisper.
I said Nightshade. It's Night Whisper. Night Whisper and Unser.
5740 Night Whisper Road Northwest, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87144.
I hate that ASMR is a thing. So I, during the break, asked ChatGPT this question. I said, what is a good nickname for a guy named Van? Okay.
Here we go.
Good. Okay. So ChatGPT says, a good nickname for a guy named Van could be Vanny.
Vanny?
Van Man. Vanilla.
Okay, I've heard the second and the third one.
Vanilla Bean.
Heard that one.
Vanguard.
Heard that one.
Here's my favorite. Vandito.
That's a new one.
Vanto. And then ChatGPT unsolicited gave me a little bit of advice here. And it says, ultimately, the best nickname for him would depend on his personality, interest, and context of the nickname. So it's always good to choose a nickname that he likes and feels comfortable with. That part of ChatGPT, I don't need.
Yeah, what is that all about?
I don't need this moral high ground of artificial intelligence telling me how to treat others.
Is ChatGPT like, was his dad Mr. Rogers?
Right.
What are you doing?
During the next commercial break, I'm going to ask ChatGPT, why is it so woke?
Yeah. Why are you so soft?
Yeah, why are you so woke?
You little expletive deleted.
Yeah, does ChatGPT stand for snowflake?
That's okay.
I think the father of ChatGPT was Hal.
From 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Good.
Oh, I would not have gotten that.
That's a terrifying reference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to
accurate.
Had to kill him. Had to kill Hal.
A lot of people want AI turned off.
Who are these people?
Like Elon Musk is one of them. He said we need to take a break from AI right now before we figure out what we're doing because it's moving too fast.
I don't know if I trust him for anything.
It's probably just ChatGPT talking.
And the genie's already out of the bottle on that.
I don't understand that. What is that?
That means artificial intelligence, no matter what government says or other people say, you can't stop it at this point.
Oh, okay. Toothpaste out of the tube. Yeah. I get it. Okay, I didn't get it at first. Yeah, you can't put it back in.
Yeah.
Pandora's box, if you will.
Yeah.
I'm over here being an idiot. That one was on me.
That's my job.
That was Bob. Shortest little segment ever. Denver Nuggets are better than the Timberwolves.
Get out the brooms.
Yeah. 80 points in an NBA game?
Anthony Edwards can score 60, and the Nuggets are still going to win by 40.
The Nuggets could have played the amount of defense that the Nuggets played. Cool. They would not have had to score a basket in the fourth quarter.
It's insane.
That's insane.
They just let people from the crowd play.
That was weird. That was wild.
Yeah.
They're like,
you know how high people are in Denver. They're like, am I really on the basketball court, man? I don't even think I'm really Denver Nuggets, bro.
I'm glad I don't live there anymore.
Well, okay.
13 of the 15 Timberwolves saw playing time, which is
unheard of.
Too many.
Yeah. First off, I didn't know they had 15 people.
They do.
Thought it was 12.
Well, all right. So what you thought it was 12 because Rudy Gobert has punched 12 of them. And that's what you thought it was.
Smart.
Also, that Anderson cat's trying to get in a fight for some reason. Like, what are you doing? Stop trying to fight everyone.
Because he got so emasculated by Rudy. And now he's going, oh, now I got to pay this forward.
He's trying to fight the other team. The crowd's like, what? And then every time Rudy's running up and down the court, the crowd, you can hear them on the NBA or the TNT broadcast or whatever, but the crowd, like in the front row, is like, don't hit me.
Booty.
Like, what are you doing?
He's playing booty.
I let him hit me.
Yeah, and sue him for everything he's got.
Well, as much as I could get out of him.
And all Milwaukee Bucks fans are like, oh, you mean one's B-dates?
And
that just happens?
You could sue Rudy Gobert and get like at least 2 first-round draft picks, up to 4. I can't believe they gave up 4 first-round draft picks for that loser.
There's a bunch of I don't know if you saw any of these new rules that are coming down too about, we won't go over it today because this is playoff weekend. There's a bunch of stuff going on. But at some point this week, we'll talk about how, maybe tomorrow, there's all these new roster rules and pay rules in the NBA that have been proposed to where this kind of thing can't happen again. To where it's like, if you trade so many of your draft picks and you get rid of so much of your salary, then none of those draft picks are actually what you say they are. They get moved to the end of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
And teams aren't going to take that anymore. So it's going to end up being real interesting. Today's not the day for that one, but we'll go over that whenever the time comes.
I watched a lot of this game, and I'm sticking to.
Did you lose the remote to your TV?
I'm sticking to the fact that no, I was at I was playing some poker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they didn't give me the controller.
Did you win?
Nikola Jokic, I always win, brother. Nikola Jokic is the best boring player of all time. He does everything right. He facilitates for his team, never turns the ball over, doesn't make a mistake, makes perfect passes, but it's the most boring basketball you've ever seen. He's like watching the best paint you've ever seen dry. It is awful. Never has a highlight. Nikola Jokic has never had a highlight on ESPN his whole career. It's just win after win after win.
So the kind of player you actually want on your team.
If you want to win. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did have 2 highlights. Like he had 2 legit. He had one where he's staring to the bench and he cross courts this pass to the corner coffin 3, because obviously no one in the whole world thought this pass was coming. Okay, cool highlight. Like, I'm into that. That's not what you're saying. It's not flashy. It's not going to make a poster.
Just a pass.
No look pass. Okay, you got one.
Made a pass.
The other highlight was actually super sick. It was like a YMCA pickup ball one where he gets it in the he dribbles the high post, drops his pivot foot, which is his near foot, to the basket, then turns a complete 180 circle around it, does this little floater thing. You go, if you're an old man, that's the coolest move in the world. If you're the best basketball player on the planet, what?
I see guys do that at the YMCA all the time. All the time.
And everyone's like, ooh.
I'm not ooh. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Did he make the basket?
That's about, he always makes the
every
basket.
Time.
He's shooting like 104% from the field.
Hey, tell me Bob hates Denver without telling me Bob hates Denver.
Yeah, what did Denver do?
What did Denver do to you?
Show me on the doll where Denver touched you.
Denver hurts?
Well, I was born and raised there.
It's okay. People are like that.
Their hometown, they just hate their hometown.
I don't hate the hometown. I hate the traffic and the just where it's gone to from when I grew up.
Bob hates traffic.
You hate paying high property taxes?
Is that what you hate?
Slightly, yes.
Because it's super nicer. The roads are nicer. The schools are nicer. Downtown's nicer.
My niece
but you just
just moved down here, and she said that there is a law up there that says you
have to smoke weed.
You have to be able to prove 3 times the amount of your rent before they rent. So if your rent is $2,000, you have to show that your monthly income is at least $6,000.
Well, that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
You don't want the economy collapsing.
No, what economy?
The weed economy.
Yeah. No, I'm just glad I don't live up there. I go up and visit family, but
More on Bob's niece whenever we get back. 2 Men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Hurry and shop the final days of Springfest at Lowe's and get the best values of the season before they're gone. Save big on the Ego 15-inch string trimmer. It was $219. Now it's $199. Shop Lowe's today. Valid through 4/26. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
And traffic right now, northbound I-25, that crash has been cleared at Central. We're still seeing slowdowns, though. Those are going to start around Gibson. Watch yourself as you make your way through there. I-40 westbound between the interchange and Rio Grande. We got some slowdowns there. Congestion westbound Rio Bravo between the freeway and 2nd Street. I-25 headed south right now, Osuna to Montgomery. Things moving slow there. And starting to see slowdowns westbound on Paseo between 2nd Street and the river.
This report is brought to you by Jericho Nursery, your gardening angels.
Jericho Nursery, all your yard and garden needs. We are fully stocked of flowers, vegetables, herbs, bedding plants galore. Roses, flowering shrubs, and trees. Visit Jericho Nursery on Alameda and 2nd Street or see our weekly specials at jerichonursery.com. Hoorah!
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Sean Morash with a CBS Sports Minute. Thank goodness Charles Barkley said it, because we all should be thinking it. Look, starting NBA playoff games well after 10 p.m. Eastern, especially on the West Coast, is understood during the week. But on a Sunday night, the NBA again showed they truly don't care about fans when leaving a 1 p.m. Eastern window wide open. Adam Silver remains overrated. I'm Sean Moran.
The Opening Drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Terrence Mathis, former Lobo, and now he's going to College Football Hall of Fame.
18-year-old teenager comes cross country, and then they help you grow into the man that you are today. And I will always, not only Lobo football and the University of New Mexico, but the city and its fans and its people and its culture and its food will be part of my story as long as I live.
Start your morning weekdays at 7 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Summer's coming and you want your home to look brand new. CertaPro Painter can paint your stucco, save you a ton of money, and your home will look new again. You'll love driving up to your home and feeling that fresh, new look. Eric Strauss here. For your home or business, it's the perfect time to transform your walls with fresh new color. Each CertaPro Painter's business is independently owned and operated. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
All personal injury law firms are not the same. We all claim to do the same things, but that's where the similarities between Lerner & Rowe and all other law firms end. Lerner & Rowe was recently named the second most influential law firm in the country, and we've collected billions of dollars for our injured clients, with over $1 billion in the last 5 years alone. If you want real results, call Lerner & Rowe today.
Lerner & Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Multi-state offices. Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque. Glenn Lerner is only licensed in Nevada.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? So you've got an oil change coming up. Consider STP Conventional High Mileage to save on motor oil for your everyday vehicle. Right now, you can get 5 quarts with an STP oil filter for only $26.99. Do the complete job for the right price. Get the parts you need when you need them at AutoZone or AutoZone.com.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
I had a nighttime routine for my frequent heartburn. I would drink milk, I would sleep upright with more pillows, but that painful burning stayed. So I made Prilosec OTC part of my morning routine. With just 1 pill each morning, Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production, blocking heartburn day and night. Now I have a new nighttime routine. I call it sleeping.
1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn. With Prilosec OTC. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing. Or this one. I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better, unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
New Mexico Sports Authority, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
All right, according to the Chat GPT, a good nickname for a guy named Bob. Okay.
Okay.
Now, everyone already knows Bob Walpo as Bobcat. Like you've had the Bobcat nickname for some time.
Several years, yes.
Yeah, and we don't use it on this show because it's used on other shows, and there's no reason to confuse the listener.
That's okay. Jeff does.
Yes. So the number one nickname, according to ChatGPT, for a guy named Bob is Bobcat.
No.
Yeah, who knew?
First one.
Also on the list, Bobster. Don't hate that. Bobby. That
Never
one
had that one.
Yeah, that one sucks.
That's soft.
Now I kind of like this one. How would you feel moving forward if we called you Bobo?
Not good at all.
Okay, so
Bobo.
Yeah, I don't. Now what about Bobsy? I like Bobsy.
Oh,
As in the Bobsy twins?
Bobsy.
With that.
Who's my
No,
little
no, thank
Bobsy?
Bobbert.
That one.
That's
is-
strong.
That is, yes.
All right. What about Bobbles? I like Bobbles.
No.
Too sexual.
Now this one is a little long, but I don't hate it. Bobby Dazzler.
What is that? What is that from?
Chat GPT says Bobby Dazzler is a good nickname. Also, Bobby Do, Bobby Slice.
No.
None of these?
No.
Okay.
Bobbert's the best one.
Bobby Dazzler is a short-lived 1977 Australian sitcom. So there you go.
And so why would we know that?
Bobby Dazzler is a good radio name.
Yeah, a good radio name. When I first started, I went by Bob Hill.
Like from King of the Hill? Like
No.
Bobby Hill?
No, because
Bobby.
this was back in 1974.
Do you personally know Mike Judge? Did he create?
Is it based on you?
Is it based on you? Or
No.
are you real life Bobby Hill?
Not that I know of. I've never watched the show, so I don't know.
Whenever I broadcast
Very
professional
well.
wrestling, which by the way, we're bringing professional wrestling to the El Rey Theater. Our very first live performance is May the 25th. Ticket link going up. We confirm this. It'll be next Monday. Oh, kind of crazy.
That's happening
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
Going to bring a few of them in studio for interviews.
We're gonna do some weird stuff. Hey, Bob Dazzler. We're gonna do some weird stuff.
You mean?
Oh, Bobby Dazzler. I screwed it up. So whenever I do wrestling, my performance name is Freddie Fame. Freddie Fame.
Okay.
I kind of like that one.
If we just use his
Fits.
first initial, it could be B Dazzler.
Oh, what do you think about that?
Nah, that would okay.
You like the
That's okay, yeah.
Bedazzler?
Yeah, that'll work.
I like it.
I'll bedazzle you with my ignorance.
Yes. Come back at the top of the hour. We're going to talk obviously about the Los Angeles Clippers and the Phoenix Suns game. It was a big game. So we're going to do that. Also, the largest contract in the history of the NFL.
Oh, Roger Goodell's?
Allegedly. Oh, I like that. Okay, that's not an angle I thought you were going to go. But I do like that a lot.
We'll find out if I continue it or not.
You won't. It was just a throwaway line. Had more substance than your whole first hour. We're going to talk about that. We'll break down the rest of the NBA playoff games. Did UFC just take a weekend off? Is this the first time ever?
I have no idea.
I didn't see anything on the UFC this weekend.
Was Sean O'Malley or Conor McGregor fighting?
All the best Major League Baseball stories are all about like disruptions on airplanes and stuff.
Sweet.
What a privileged life. I can't believe we didn't get traded like first class on coach. Like, you're in coach.
It's okay. Be amongst the plebeians for once.
You know who flies coach all the time? Me.
I don't have a problem with it.
The price is right.
Big Frontier guy. Always
Yes.
have been. Always will be.
People have been telling me for years, but I'm a one bagger.
Oh, yeah.
I am a one bagger.
I go on vacation for 2 weeks. Same as a weekender.
Donate it.
Yeah.
When we get back, all that, much more, plus mini Chat GPT updates. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is brought to you by Malloy Los Lunas.
When we say Malloy Ford is built Ford proud, we mean it. We're proud of the vehicles we sell. We're proud of our team, and we're proud to serve New Mexico. When you think Ford, think Malloy Ford. MalloyFord.com.
And traffic right now, seeing more slowdowns westbound on Paseo. You're going to run into those as you approach 2nd Street. They last until the river. Southbound on I-25, Oceana to Montgomery. We've got some congestion there. Also seeing quite a bit of slowdowns westbound Rio Bravo between the freeway and 2nd Street. I-40 westbound interchange to Rio Grande. Things moving slow there. And northbound on I-25 between Gibson and Central. We've still got some congestion in that area also.
This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Stop going it alone for recruiting and staffing. Choose a local expert. Hiring is about getting to know people, not algorithms. So let the team at Express Employment Professionals hire for you. Visit ExpressPros.com to find the office near you.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. Hey, y'all remember Javi Baez, the dude that was the slick fielding, power slugging shortstop of the alleged dynastic Cubs? Remember when he went to the Mets and turned all of New York against him by thumbs downing Met fans right to their faces? Well, he's at it again, and this time with the Tigers, doing Javi Baez things like forgetting how many outs there are. I know, my man. Hard to count to 3. Hard to keep track of the outs. Who's got the energy for that anyway? Oh, and by the way, a few seconds before that, he just dogged it out of the box, thinking a double off the wall was actually going to leave the yard. Javi going Javi twice in a span of a few seconds. And, of course, that got him jerked right out of the game.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Like any good agent, we're here for the open house, for the closing, for handing over keys. But because we're realtors, we're here for so much more. Agents who are realtors volunteer at nearly 3 times the national average. We're working to broaden access to credit, increase affordable housing supply, and ensure fair housing for all. And realtors are bound by a code of ethics. We're here for it all. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Weekends at the Downs has your favorite games, live music, great dining, and with 30 screens, your game's on. Watch and wager on simulcast racing, including the Kentucky Derby, May 6th. Plus, check out the flea market and other Expo New Mexico events, only at Casino at the Downs. Casino at the Downs casual dining options feature all your favorites and 2 daily specials. Enjoy green chili stew, our Downs green chili cheeseburger, pizza, sandwiches, desserts, and more. And the Crown Room grand reopening in May offers the best in fine dining and elegance, only at Casino at the Downs.
KG40BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The Sports Animal, proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us. Now betting for the Sports Animal. Your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson. This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
The Sports Animal live chat on the live stream's going crazy. Big conversation about who's going to make the NBA Finals. Fernando Joseph believes the Lakers are on track. Hard to argue after this past weekend. T-Wolves, I just don't see it. I don't think so. Yeah. Do you think Jokic smokes weed or no?
Are you Jokicing? Of course not.
Okay. So Bob was saying he hates Denver, so I asked this question to ChatGPT. So Bob says he hates Denver because of the traffic. That's what you said, Bob.
Well, traffic, yeah, and
Okay.
current culture.
Okay, current culture.
That kind of wraps everything into
He
it.
hates dreadlocks, is
Yeah,
what
that's what
he's
he's
saying.
saying. Yeah,
He
doesn't-
hates Birkenstock.
Right. He hates granola bars.
Keep that hacky sack garbage out of his
Yeah.
yard.
What's that, flannel? So I said, ChatGPT,
Yes.
which city has the worst traffic?
And
Denver's not even in the top 10.
I believe that.
So
But
you
it's
would
what you're used to.
that's true. But you would really struggle according to ChatGPT in Bangkok. You would do poorly. Jakarta, Istanbul, Moscow, Mumbai, Sao Paulo, Manila, Beijing, and New Delhi. So
so like the 10 most densely populated metropolises on the planet have the worst traffic.
they have the worst traffic. So-
Surprise, surprise.
So Denver seems like it's pretty manageable. So there you go, Bob.
Not in the snow.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
If you know how to drive in the snow when it snows. Actually, while you were reading that list, I was trying to remember. I don't think I've driven in a city larger than Denver, except briefly LA going to my daughter's wedding.
That one is on the list as well, but I skipped it for comedic reasons, but it's number 10.
Okay.
So Los Angeles
But-
is
But
pretty bad.
that was just real brief. I just had to stay on one road, but I didn't have to get around. When you say driving in, that's like spending several days driving around. Yeah.
I've driven all over this great country. I've driven to 48 states. I would have driven to 49, but one, there was an ocean in the way. And the other one, there's a Canada in the way.
Coward.
Yeah. So it's been tough for me to get to those two by car, but I have one state left, Bob, before I've been to all of them.
You just put a little more air in your tires.
Actually, they have.
You can just float, right? That's how it works?
No.
They do have cars that are also boats.
Yeah, they're called boats.
No, they're amphibious vehicles.
Oh, jet skis.
No, not jet skis.
Amphibious?
Yes.
They can throw with both hands?
You can drive off the road right into the lake and go to the other side and across the lake. At least they used to.
Miss me with that. I'm not interested
This is
in that.
science fiction.
No.
I don't believe a single word.
You want me to find them and
But the
bring it up?
Bedazzler.
We can
is
do.
saying-
You gonna ask ChatGPT?
Yeah.
No.
The Los
Well,
Angeles Clippers defeated the Phoenix Suns in game 1 of their series, 5 points. Didn't really feel that close. Got a little closer at the end. There are dudes on the Clippers that are very good. Eric Gordon, very good. Kawhi Leonard, back-to-back threes with like 20 seconds left to put the team up, do that thing. Also, Russell Westbrook, don't say brick. We'll get into that in a moment.
Yeah, we will.
He had big free throws at the very end to keep him ahead with about 6 seconds left. And the eventual clean up. Cool. Phoenix should not have lost at home. They have the better team. They have everything about them is better. It's just flat out better, except for over the weekend.
The Phoenix Suns were undefeated
Oh, is that
with
true?
Kevin Durant in the lineup until this past game. They have not lost since they acquired Kevin Durant, and he has been healthy. They have not lost.
Has he played 44 minutes one time before? I don't think he has.
They haven't needed to.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
27 points on 44 minutes. Devin Booker, 26 points on 43. Torrey Craig, which, by the way, welcome to the party, dropped 22 of them. DeAndre Ayton, who I'll say this out loud, I think is going to become the best center in the league.
Oh, you're an insane person.
You don't feel that way?
No.
I just think he's got so much talent, dude.
He could be incrementally better.
But they just kept coming up short. And also Westbrook, 3 of 19. How you plan on to keep winning series when you're 3 of 19?
That's bonkers to me.
It's bonkers to me how, because, all right, you remember when you're a kid? Also, don't forget this guy was a league MVP. Also, do you remember when you're a kid and you have a coach that's like, hey, maybe you're not the best shooter. Just hustle a lot and play defense and grab boards. He literally is that thing.
In his defense, he was 1 point away, 2 assists away from a triple-double.
Yeah, in the mix.
A triple-double with 2 steals and 3 blocks.
And my dude,
and hear me out here.
Yeah.
Only 2 turnovers, only 2 fouls. If you want to overlook 3 for 19 from the field, 1 for 6 from 3, he was the best player on the court.
And that,
except for the whole scoring points thing.
Yeah. And my dude, I'm just like praising DeAndre Ayton. He just bullied the crap out of him all game.
It was sad.
And Kawhi, maybe one of the greatest playoff performers of all time.
He's that dude. He's always been that dude. And he steps up when it matters the most.
I got a stat for you. Can I blow your mind?
Please do.
Kawhi Leonard is averaging over 30. No, Kawhi Leonard is averaging 30 exactly over his last 61 playoff games.
Is that last 61 or all 61? If we're not talking about LeBron James, that's a lot of playoff games.
Dog.
61?
61 playoff games. He's had 30 every time.
He's that dude.
And then Westbrook, who has the dude. I don't know how to describe this dude, except for when he shoots a jumper, you think it's a brick. When he shoots a free throw, you think it's butter. Does it at the end. And then at halftime, he's going to try to fight a fan in front of the fan's kid. Did you see this?
I sure did.
So he's walking, and the fan.
How soft do you have to be to get into a fight with a fan?
Warm butter, dude. I'm talking like warm butter.
Dude, so soft. Just give me a bag of freshly shaved sheep fur.
Like, I believe freshly shaved is not soft. But yeah, according to ChatGPT, Kawhi Leonard is a cotton or a pillow or blanket or marshmallow or teddy bear or velvet or feather or a sponge or a cloud or what's a chiffon? I don't even know what that is. Mousse or silk or bread dough or tissue paper or bubble wrap or a fluffy cat or dog fur or fleece or cake batter or soap foam. He's cashmere. That dude is soft. Because this fan says, hey, Westbrook. By the way, that's a widely used, and it's a super soft insult. Hey, Westbrook.
Sure.
And he goes at the dude, and the dude's kid.
Derivative. I asked ChatGPT, what's the softest thing on earth?
Yeah.
And he said,
Did you assume ChatGPT's gender just now?
What did I say?
He said.
They said.
Okay, it.
They, them said. Z said. Most people would immediately, due to the current news cycle, think it's Russell Westbrook.
Okay.
But using our most current model, the all-time softest thing on earth would be Kevin Durant. So it's still Kevin Durant.
Is that because the Suns are now 8-1 with Kevin Durant? Kawhi Leonard and Westbrook. He tried, Bob, you didn't see this. They were sneaking through, like the players for some reason sneak through this VIP lounge thing when going to the locker room at halftime. By the way, just go the regular way to the locker room.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's probably the best route to go the way you're supposed to.
Because it's not a LA Clippers suite. It's a Phoenix Suns suite.
Right.
So as he's going through, this guy's like, Westbrook. And in the video, if you watch the video, it's like a TikTok video or whatever. And then the guys, like, they're yelling at each other. And the guy's like, be tough. And then Westbrook's like, say it to my face or something. It doesn't really matter what they're saying. They didn't really say anything. But the kid is eating like baked beans off of his plate. Did you see this part?
Yes, it's very funny.
He's just like licking the plate. And I'm like,
worry about your bean-eating disabled child.
yeah, why
first
don't you
off.
teach him how to use utensils?
Why are you talking smack to another adult when your kid is licking beans off of a plate?
It's just weird the way your child is licking these beans.
Get him some more beans.
Also, Westbrook took that whole like bean situation really personally and just had about 1 million different winning plays down the stretch. And you're like, pretty good.
Yeah.
Dude's pretty good.
Did he have beans?
Had that last second block
You know what
at
he
the
did
end.
have?
What's that?
His jersey tucked underneath his bra. Is he wearing like a sports bra? How does he tuck his jersey up underneath his jersey?
Well, I know
to expose his midriff.
So
Ezekiel Elliott style.
he does kind of do that. But at the end, I know he's not wearing that because at the end of the game, he pulls his shirt to the side and points to his heart for all the Phoenix fans. And I don't like that move. I think it's kind of weird. Like at the end, when he blocks that shot, then he throws it off Booker's leg. And you're like, all right, this dude's heads uppy. He's smart. He's athletic. He's so dang good. And then at the end, he's like, look at my heart. Like, look at did you mean to point at Kawhi and say, look at the points?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do that. Like, do like pro wrestling.
Look at who kept us afloat.
Put the other guy over. You know that double point, like one arm over your head, one arm to the side, like this guy, like do that move. Point at your heart. Idiot. Also, when he pointed at it, he kind of missed where it was on his chest, but that's just consistent.
Or like maybe he's telling us that's what he's going to ask for when he gets to meet the Wizard of Oz. There's always that. You didn't consider that, Fred? No, you didn't.
Highest paid player in the history of the NFL. Are you kidding me?
I want to be that. How do I do that?
I don't think it's being offered to you
yet.
We'll tell you who it is, and we'll tell you why it is or isn't the best deal possible. Yes, Bob.
Before we go to break,
mm-hmm.
Look at watercar.com. It is the most fantastic vehicle for highway and lake use.
All right, hold up.
It's got its own website. That's nice.
It opens
watercar.com.
Oh, they just converted a Hummer?
Yeah.
This is something Arnold Schwarzenegger would have.
Yeah. Wheels retract when you're in the water and it becomes a boat. It looks badass.
All right, hold on. This is super tough.
It's not cool.
Why?
No, it is cool.
NASCAR star Joey Logano has one. That's cool.
Every video has a pretty girl in it. So
what else is new?
Yeah, does that mean I get like a?
No, the girl is separate.
What's that? Do you come with the car? Did I do that one right?
They're made in California.
This would be fun. I would rent one of these for a day. I would never buy one or be caught in one like in public on a regular basis.
Oh, okay.
But I would rent the hell out of it.
This is the type of thing you think you would see on like a if Baywatch was real life and they had to have a car on the beach. This is what you think it would be.
This is the opening scene from The Expendables. This is what this is.
Yeah.
They get into a on lake battle in water Hummers. By the way, water Hummer used to mean something different until I saw this video.
So anyway, so yes, they do make vehicles that can go into the water on purpose and go around the lake or whatever.
Are we due for a Cars 4 yet? Has Pixar put out a Cars 4 yet? Because what you could do is you could have one of the cars and they have like a real like gender identity issue here.
Mm-hmm.
And
don't know what they are.
They don't know what they are. I think it would relate to a lot of kids. Put this over on KKOB the next time.
And it's the fourth installment of Cars.
Yeah.
But it's also like movie 0 of the new series Boats.
That one won't do well.
Why not? Why do you think so?
Well,
not enough people have been in boats.
There's a lot of Midwest.
Yeah.
There are cars in the Midwest.
But you can have jet skis.
There are 17 on-screen deaths in the movie Cars.
That's like 4 more than I thought.
2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This message is brought to you by the New Mexico Department of Game and Fish. TJ Trout here, and are you up for the New Mexico Trout Challenge? Every angler that competes the challenge gets a Trout Challenge coin, bragging rights, and their name in the New Mexico Trout Challenge Hall of Fame. For more information, go to the New Mexico Department of Game and Fish website.
Well, traffic right now, we've got slowdowns southbound on I-25. Those are going to start as you approach Osuna. They'll last until Montgomery. Westbound on Paseo, Jefferson Course, things moving slow there. Still seeing congestion northbound on I-25 from Gibson to Lomas. Westbound on I-40 between the interchange and Rio Grande. We've got some slowdowns in that area as well. Also seeing quite a bit of congestion westbound on Rio Bravo between the freeway and 2nd Street.
We're all moving a little faster now.
Trust the team that's going to keep up with you on KOAT Action 7 News.
We're proud to bring you coverage you can count on from across New Mexico.
Like a weather forecast that's certified most accurate and proven every day.
Start your day with More in the Morning.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Last year, you gave us books, and we gave you beer. You remember, you were younger and more handsome. The Sports Animal is doing it again with JPR Decorative Gravel and Blake's Lottaburger for the Rock and Brew Book Drive. Bring new or gently used children's books to participating breweries, and you'll receive $1 off each beer you buy that day. Breweries like Sidetrack Brewing, Quarter Celtic, Cactus Brewery, and more. Save $1 off a beer while fighting illiteracy in New Mexico. Get a full list of drop-off locations online now at sportsanimалabq.com.
From local town councils to Capitol Hill, agents who are realtors are standing up for what's right. We're here protecting property rights. Here advocating for the issues that affect our neighborhoods. Here championing fair and equitable housing for all. Because we are realtors, bound by a code of ethics, driven to serve our communities. We're here for it all. Here for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
O'Reilly. Replace your worn-out wiper blades and see the road better with help from O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, save $10 on a pair of Trico Force wiper blades. Old Rewards members get 4 times points and receive a $5 reward with purchase. Our professional parts people will even install your new wiper blades for free. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
When your business information is missing or inconsistent across the internet, search engines won't find you, and customers won't either. Help ensure customers see you and not your competitors. Boost your findability. CumulusBoost.com. CUMULUS Boost.com.
From local town councils to Capitol Hill, agents who are realtors are standing up for what's right. We're here protecting property rights. Here advocating for the issues that affect our neighborhoods. Here championing fair and equitable housing for all. Because we are realtors, bound by a code of ethics, driven to serve our community.
You could get gas-powered or jet. You could get gas-powered or jet.
Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
In the movie, it was a jet. Because he had to outrun a missile.
Replace your worn-out wiper blades and see the road better with help from O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, save $10 on a pair of Trico Force wiper blades. Old Rewards members get 4 times points and receive a $5 reward with purchase. Our professional parts people will even install your new wiper blades for free. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hey, it's Drew Barrymore, and if it seems like I'm obsessed with Pluto TV, it's because I am. There are thousands of movies and TV shows all for free. Who wouldn't be obsessed? Did I mention it's free? Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.
Take us with you anywhere. Well, anywhere with cell service. Download the KNML app in the Google Play or iTunes App Store. Just search KNML.
505-246-0610. Text your boys, call your boys. Here on the Sports Animal. We got a live stream on the for the video. You can check us out, Facebook.com, YouTube, whatever. At Talk ABQ. From the Sports Animal live chat. It says here, Westbrook turned his jersey into a crop top while getting into that altercation. That was weird. It was weird that he thought a move was to show his bellers. Stupid. There was a UFC fight on Saturday night. Max Holloway was in the main event. Thank you, Chris, friend of the show. If there's a thing I miss a lot, it's UFC. It's not that I don't love it. I do not love it. The Eagles and Jalen Hurts agreed to terms on a 5-year, $255 million contract extension, which makes him the highest paid player in NFL history. The negotiated deal includes Are you ready for this number, Van?
Hit me.
1.79. 180 million guaranteed and no trade clause. Way to go.
Good job. Deserves it.
Didn't he get benched in college?
Yes.
What?
He did.
What?
And had to transfer.
What we need is
He's been through a journey.
We need a button on this show, okay? Hear me out. Here's a new segment.
Okay.
We need a button on this show. And if it's Bob or if it's Tyler or if it's Steph or if it's any of a million options.
Okay.
And it's called the bag alert button. And we need to have an alert when someone gets the bag.
I like this a lot.
Jalen Hurts got the bag.
I like this a lot. He deserves every friggin' penny. He should have been the Super Bowl MVP, even though they lost. He mopped the floor with the Chiefs. And if it wasn't for some well-timed officiating and big State Farm money,
you're that guy right now.
Your Eagles would have been the Super Bowl champions because he outplayed everyone else on that field.
I thought the Watson contract was going to hold up for a minute. I didn't think the NFL was going to do this. RIP LA Chargers fans. Herbert going to get this so many times over.
He'll get about the same.
He'll get more.
You think?
Because it won't come till later and the numbers will be higher. I mean, that's just kind of how it works.
Not enough results, though. It's all hype. Herbert's like pulling like a Rodgers, kills it in the regular season and boom, disappears in the playoffs. I think Hurts deserves it. I think everything you saw from him, his leap this year, it's legit. It wasn't just like a one-year fluke.
He won't be the highest paid for a long time. It'll be like this year.
Well, that's what happens every single time. I remember Ricky Henderson wanted to be the highest paid player in the history of baseball. He was for 13 days. And then by the end of the next season, he was the 35th highest paid player. It's going to be with every single quarterback whose contract comes up. You mentioned Herbert. It could be Trevor Lawrence next,
right?
Joe Burrow after that. Josh Allen's next contract's going to be up. He's going to get paid $1 billion.
Does Lamar take the alleged $130 million guaranteed now? Because you're looking at Jalen, and 180 is a lot more than 130.
Well, I mean, the leak of what the Ravens offered Lamar Jackson, apparently this came from their people. Like the Ravens wanted to say, hey, Ravens fans, like we're not ripping this kid off. We're making fair offers here. If you want to compare Lamar Jackson and this new contract that Jalen Hurts got today, total value, Jalen Hurts $255 million.
Pretty good.
Lamar Jackson $250 million.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
That's a lot of money. Full guaranteed at signing. Jalen Hurts 110.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson $133 million.
Take it.
$133 million guaranteed. Total guaranteed at the end of the contract. Jalen Hurts, $179 milli. Lamar Jackson, an even $200 million. At the end of the contract, if he plays out the contract, $200 million guaranteed, $250 million total.
It's so crazy to me that you can be so good at your craft, not just sports or whatever, where you can look at a number like, what did you say was 200 million? And be like, I need more.
Yeah.
I can't think of a single thing in my world where I would just be like, where is the dotted line?
You could
show me the dotted line.
You sign that contract and you break your leg the next day.
You still have that money.
You have $133 million. That's insane. You play out the contract, $200 million guaranteed, $250 million total. Lamar Jackson's kind of getting some egg on his face. When more and more information comes out about what actually happened in the back rooms, Lamar Jackson being his own agent, Lamar Jackson appointing his mother to be his agent, Lamar Jackson with some weekend nightclub magician is going to be his agent.
Here's why you're wrong, though. Because the growth of the thing, him waiting longer has only been better. Because if he had signed it like the time that like Patrick Mahomes signed, what's he make? 40 million, 45 million? I don't know what it is. But if the going rate for the top guy is now 50 million, Lamar's doing that thing the right way. Just by waiting. Also, it's going to sound super cynical, but like doesn't have to pay an agent. Like that's a big percent of money.
What, 3.5%?
No, I think it's 7.
I don't think it's that much.
I don't know, but
yeah, I don't think it's that much. But still, like, this deal is fair market value for a quarterback, Lamar Jackson's capabilities. Lamar Jackson never been in the Super Bowl. Hasn't won out in the playoffs up into the Super Bowl. He's never done that before. Jalen Hurts has. And this is not to diss Lamar Jackson. Like, go, homie, get your bag. I get it. Hold out if you want. Refuse to show up to camp.
So
Pissed off your teammates.
According to sportscasting.com, which I'm not sure how legitimate of a news producing, trusting worthy site that is, sports agents make between 4 and 10%.
Yeah.
So it's definitely more than 3. That's crazy to me. 10% of $200 million? What?
Or how about your Scott Boras and you get X amount? NFL agents are not permitted to receive more than 3%. NBA agents not permitted to have more than 4%.
Okay.
But you do that 3%, that 4%, at up to 7% in other sports, but you're doing it for 100 people. Their agency represents dozens of people. Look, if you got that much money, who cares about 3%?
Me.
I do not. It's a lot of water cars.
I don't think I have a problem professionally with a guy where I'm like, that guy thinks he's worth more. I think I like that guy. It's none of this weird Stetson Bennett stuff, you know? It's like, oh, this dude thinks he's worth a lot? I have zero problem with that as a person's character or quality.
Oh, that confidence, that swag, that was got you there in the first place.
That's my language too.
You're not going to get there without it.
No matter what it is. Hey, if it's the profession we're in, if there's a sports broadcaster or sports broadcaster adjacent that is listening to the program right now and they're like, Fred Slow is better than me. First of all, I don't like that. But if you're not like, I am way better than that dude, I'm out on you. That's the same if I put 50 cents down on the pool table and challenge you at Howie's Sports Bar. Like, you better think you're better than me at pool. Like, those are the types of people I want in my world.
Naturally.
And that's why, I just had a moment now where I think I'm way more Lamar than I was previously. Because the weight is going to end up paying. Because now, what the market was over the weekend when it was only Deshaun Watson, now it's Deshaun Watson and Jalen Hurts.
Deshaun Watson is an outlier. You can't count that one. Lamar Jackson is trying to count that one. But there's only 1 out of 32 franchises who are dumb enough to cut that contract to Deshaun Watson, and that is the Cleveland Browns. You can't use a hapless, defunct, idiotic organization and their biggest blunders to set the market. Jalen Hurts is the market now. Kyler Murray's the market now, not Deshaun Watson's contract. If Lamar Jackson wants to get a little more than Jalen Hurts, a little more guaranteed than Jalen Hurts, some more perks in his contract, go for it. But you're not going to get Deshaun Watson because they'll just franchise tag you. And where's this outpouring of support for Lamar Jackson with other franchises? There's 20 teams in the NFL that would be way better off with Lamar Jackson as their quarterback. Where are these organizations? Why aren't they lining him up? Why aren't they lining up to pay him all this money?
Well, because they don't have an agent. You don't have an agent. Like the girl for Hurts, Lynn, whatever her name, Lynn.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great story.
No. I disagree with that part completely.
She slide into his DMs on draft night. She said, he said, I trust you, built an organization, and now he supports sports agents and all-female agency. That's a cool story.
Well, first of all, you don't have it right. So it wasn't on draft night. It was literally like a minute after his final collegiate game when he was able to be contacted without like messing up your license or whatever.
Sure.
So she got in there, and then she's not an unpretty person. Let's be realistic on that. So she was like, hey, young, dumb, impressionable kid, I'm a young, dumb, impressionable you. Now, it ended up working out for her financially down the road, but I am the first one to be like, I don't care about your age, your race, your religion, your gender, your any sort of identity. If you are solely basing your team off the quality of any of those things I just described, I think you're kind of a loser. That's not your best candidate ever. And that's how I feel about this. His all-lady team, stupid. Won't make my talk show because that's a bad idea.
Okay, well, I love it. Yeah, I'm into it. Good. Give the underdog a chance.
Who's the underdog?
The girl who doesn't have a long resume?
She a predator. She preyed on him.
Okay, well, that's one way to look at it. That's a pretty gross way to look at it.
Yeah, why did she do that?
Or she's an up-and-comer. She's an underdog, and Jalen Hurts is the underdog.
I'm not buying that.
Got cut from one college and then went to another college, got benched, was drafted way below his draft value, had to fight out the incumbent quarterback. That's an underdog story, and he wants somebody like that on his team.
Where did Jalen Hurts go? I'm going to make sure I got it. 53rd? Second round? That's about right for him. That's not falling over the weekend.
But yeah, I mean, he's got the underdog story. He had to overcome a lot of things. Like, they didn't want him in Oklahoma. He got benched in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fell down the draft board. Had to prove himself. Like, I mean, how many NFL prognosticators were like, "Oh, he doesn't have what it takes to be an NFL quarterback. Can't read the secondary. He's all legs." And you know what they're saying when they say things like that. That's all black quarterback stuff.
I agree with that. But also that pundit stuff. So that's every quarterback going right now. Like, we could have this same conversation that we're like tiptoeing around here. Somebody's saying this stuff about Stetson Bennett as we're speaking. Like, it's like, oh, I got all these characters. There's all these problems. There's always someone saying that every year. It's just for, I hate to be the guy who's like, it's just for ratings. It's just for ratings.
Or there's a Johnny Manziel, or there's a Baker Mayfield, or there's a Jamarcus Russell, or there's a Ryan Leaf, or there's a Dan McGuire. Like, they're right pretty often as well.
I don't know that last one.
Mark McGuire's brother.
Oh, okay. I do know that one.
Yeah. I dug deep for that one.
Yeah, it would have took me a second. Yeah, I get weirded out whenever anyone is like, hey, I have value in you for a thing outside of your control. Race, religion, sexual orientation, any of that stuff. That to me is a giant red flag. A giant red flag.
Yeah, we're seeing this on very opposite ends of the spectrum. Yeah, I don't think it has to do with her being a woman, her being a black woman. I think it has her effort of reaching out on her own, being an underdog, and he attached his story to her story.
The only thing I saw on it was presented where it was like Jalen on purpose has only ladies around him in the professional world, and this is why it's the best thing ever. And I'm like, it's not the best thing ever. Like, the best thing ever is just to have the best people possible around you. So I got a little sideways on the thing I saw. Also, I get weirded out. I think, and I don't know how old this gal is. I don't know her story or whatever. But I know a lot of collegiate athletes. Like, I don't know hundreds. Do I know hundreds of them?
I'm sure you do.
Easily manipulated. I'm not trying, like, and if any of them are listening.
Any young person.
Yeah,
any impressionable young person.
Yeah.
I mean, you were just complimenting Lamar Jackson on saving the money of not paying an agent.
Sure.
And then you're not going to compliment Jalen Hurts on hiring a team of women who only cost 82 cents on the dollar. So
whenever we get back, more 2 Men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Want to save big on custom faux wood blinds, shutters, cellular shades, and more? Shop Blindster today and save up to 50% over comparable blinds from brick and mortar stores. Get custom blinds at low prices and free shipping at Blindster.com.
And traffic right now, we are still seeing slowdowns southbound on I-25 as you approach Osuna. Those are going to last until Montgomery. Westbound Paseo right now, Jefferson to Coors, we're dealing with congestion in that area. Westbound on I-40 between the interchange and Rio Grande, things moving slow there. Also seeing some slowdowns southbound on Coors as you approach Montano.
This report is brought to you by Malloy Los Lunas.
10% off MSRP on a new 2022 Ram 1500. You heard that right. Get 10% off MSRP on a new Ram 1500 at Malloy Ram in Los Lunas during Ram Truck Month. Malloy, CJDR.com. See dealer for LD tabs.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The BetQL model has a number of five-star plays on the diamond. I'm Joe Ostrowski here to help you beat the books with BetQL. Giant starter Logan Webb is looking for his first win of the season after an 0-3 start. Tonight, he takes the mound in South Florida against Miami, and the BetQL model thinks this could be his spot. San Francisco is a short dog, and BetQL has the Giants plus 105 as a five-star best bet. They project this number at Giants minus 130. I'm Joe Ostrowski. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetQL app today.
Get 15% off when you buy a set of BrakeBest Select or Import Direct brake pads and 2 rotors through April 25th at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It's Spring Black Friday at the Home Depot, which means it's time to get your outdoor spaces ready so you can enjoy more this season. Right now, you can get the Stylewell Park Point 4-piece patio set at a new lower price of $3.99. With its stain-resistant cushions and modern relaxed styling, it's the perfect centerpiece for your porch, deck, or patio, whether you're looking for sunny lounging or evening gathering. Hurry into the Home Depot to get the Stylewell Park Point patio set at a new lower price, just $3.99. Shop Spring Black Friday savings at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Do you owe more than $10,000 in back taxes? Good news. There's a new way out. It's called the Fresh Start Initiative. Call U.S. Tax Shield, A+ rated with the BBB, 800-391-5063 for your free consultation and let U.S. Tax Shield protect you from the IRS.
Blake's Lottaburger has been a New Mexico favorite since 1952. They use the best ingredients like their very own Hatch green chili and fresh premium beef patties. And they cook your food fresh when you order it. Blake's Lottaburger, the first there was, the best there is.
Before you plant a garden this year, stop by your local Just Sprinkler store. You need to perk up that soil with handcrafted garden compost from Soilutions. Composting not only helps you grow huge and healthy vegetables, but it saves water too. A big deal in our dry climate. Pick up a bag or buy in bulk at the Just Sprinkler store near you, or ask them about affordable delivery. Stock up with a huge selection of bonnie plants too. Celebrate spring at JustSprinklers.com.
You're gonna just love Just Sprinklers.
Springtime is the perfect time of the year to bring in some of Mother Nature's bright and beautiful flowers right into your home or office with the help of People's Flowers. People's Flowers has stunning floral arrangements, seasonal plants, and a wide selection of amazing spring flowers and decorations which can be delivered directly to your home or business so you can add a little spring to your step. Make someone's day today with a beautiful spring flower arrangement from People's Flowers. Same day delivery to Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, Corrales, and Bernalillo. PeoplesFlowers.com. Flowers say it all. People's makes the difference.
Meet Joe A, Joe B, and Joe C.
What's up?
3 everyday Joes perfecting their banking with Chase. Joe A is locking his lost debit card with the Chase mobile app. Joe B is cruising toward his new ride with AutoSave. And Joe C's Chase banker is helping him budget to go back to school. Tools that help protect. Support for what's next. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Messaging and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Yes, we do have availability. Those dates for how many guests?
Andrea's Boutique Hotel is the destination to tie the knot.
Oh, you want the whole property?
She needs an assistant to catch the bookings bouquets.
249 guests, huh? Oh, and 3 dogs.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at Progressive.com.
This is where New Mexico comes for sports. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
And welcome back to the program, Duke City. You're listening to 2 Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, The Sports Animal. As always, we're live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. We play on Team I-9. We start our days at the YMCA. Lunch and a milkshake. That goes down at 66 Diner. The boys are getting strong at Evolve Strong in the weekends. That's for Teller Vodka, New Mexico's vodka. Jalen Hurts got PAID, paid. I think the dude deserves it. I think he deserved the Super Bowl MVP last year in a losing effort. But what does this mean for the rest of the quarterbacks out there? Lamar Jackson, he's been about as patient as one human being could be, whether it's rational or irrational. But who's up next? Joe Burrow? Justin Herbert? Trevor Lawrence? Who's going to get the bag next? If Jalen Hurts is worth $250 million, 130 guaranteed, then Joe Burrow's what, double that? Add another 50 mil, add another 5 to 10 million a year, double the guarantee. Lamar Jackson's holding out for Deshaun Watson money, and Joe Burrow's going to be the one that actually gets it. Justin Herbert's going to be the one that actually gets it. Taking nothing away from Jalen Hurts, taking nothing away from Lamar Jackson, but these dudes are in a different stratosphere. Sure, Justin Herbert doesn't have the playoff resume of these other guys, but he's a baller. His statistics prove that he's a top 5 in the NFL guy. He's going to get all the friggin' money. Now, how about old Patty Mahomes? Old Patty's sitting back. What is Patrick Mahomes actually worth? If Jalen Hurts is worth $50 million a year, what is Patrick Mahomes actually worth? Ring after ring, MVP after MVP, the best quarterback on the planet. And it's not an argument either. Don't give me this Joe Burrow is better than Patrick Mahomes now, or just wait till Justin Herbert gets another year under his belt, or look at what Josh Allen does on multiple parts of the field. Don't give me any of that. Patrick Mahomes, the best quarterback on the planet, and they got him for a steal. $45 million a year. The best quarterback on the planet is making $5 million less than a guy who's only had one good season. For as good as Jalen Hurts was last year, that's just one good season. I'm giving him all the props. I'm giving him all the dap. I'm giving him all the high fives. He represented hard AF for Eagles Nation out there last year. You got to be happy with his performance, and you got to be happy that you got him locked down for 5 years. What did Patty Mahomes do? He got under market value. Well. Where did he learn this from? Perhaps a guy named Thomas Fitzgerald Brady. Tom Brady took under market value. Tom Brady's made pennies on the dollar his whole career so he could have a better team around him. And that's what Patrick Mahomes did. He could have got a lot more money. Patrick Mahomes could just walk up with a blank check and say, give me everything you have. Give me half of Kansas City. Not the organization, the city. Give me half of the land. I want a land grant larger than the size of Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes they'll sign over the copyright to Kansas City barbecue to Patrick Mahomes if they wanted to. If he really wanted to leverage being a Kansas City Chief against fair market value, you would have to name Kansas City barbecue Patrick Mahomes barbecue. So every time you reference Kansas City barbecue throughout the history of the universe, money goes into Patrick Mahomes' account. You give him 49% of the Chiefs. You give him 49% of the city of Kansas City. You give him ownership rights of Kansas City barbecue. You give him Kansas City on both sides of the state line. You give him Missouri and Kansas if he wants to. If that's how much Jalen Hurts is going to make, Patrick Mahomes is double. You double that. And look, Jalen Hurts should have taken a page out of the Tom Brady playbook because the Philadelphia Eagles defense was about as good as an NFL defense can be. Not anymore. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, he gone. Marcus Epps, he gone. T.J. Edwards, he gone. Kazir White, he gone. Luckily, Darius Slay took a pennies on the dollar deal to stay in Philly. Got some other hometown deals, but they lost some serious pieces of their defense. They could have kept them. Jalen Hurts wouldn't want to back up the Brinks truck. Could have kept these guys. That's what Tom Brady would have done. That's what Patrick Mahomes did. Should have learned a lesson. While the Eagles are still going to be good, Jalen Hurts is still going to be good. You don't have to worry about that because they're going to be above average. They're not going to be lights out Super Bowl favorites because they lost half their defense. Maybe you should have took a little less money. Maybe you should have been a little less greedy. And look, I ain't hating. I'm not mad. Go get all the money. Go get your fair market value and then some. Go get your absolute worth and then some. I'm not mad. But people throw up their hands all the time, shrug their shoulders, palms up in the air. I don't know how Tom Brady does it. Yes, you do. I'm telling you right now. Pennies on the dollar. Just like Patrick Mahomes is doing. If Jalen Hurts is worth $50 million a year, Patrick Mahomes is worth double that. And Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, all these guys who are going to have more and more contracts coming up, it's going to be blank check time. Because if a guy who took his team to the Super Bowl 1 year, this isn't multiple years of data, this isn't multiple years of evidence, he did it once. They gave him $250 million. He did the thing one time. Once. When we get back, a little NBA talk. Thank you for letting me rant to you.
Sorry, I couldn't even get a word in there. Jeez.
It's okay. Are you not entertained? More 2 Men On when we get back. 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Since 2010, Blindster has sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters to satisfied customers across the country with 20,000 5-star reviews and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Custom blinds at low prices and free shipping. Blindster.com.
And traffic right now, we are still seeing slowdowns southbound on 825 as you approach Osuna. Those are going to last until Montgomery. Westbound to Sale right now, Jefferson to Coors, we're dealing with congestion in that area. Westbound on I-40 between the interchange and Rio Grande, things moving slow there. Also seeing some slowdowns southbound on Coors as you approach Montano.
This report is brought to you by Jericho Nursery, your gardening angels.
Right now at Jericho Nursery, you will find hundreds of the most beautiful roses to choose from, plus expert advice on planting everything this spring. All your yard and garden needs. Visit us on Alameda and 2nd Street or online at jerichonursery.com. Hoorah!
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Maggie Gray with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Everything could be breaking right for the Los Angeles Lakers. Not only did they take home court advantage from the Memphis Grizzlies, but with Ja Morant now in doubt for Game 2, the Lakers have a real opportunity in front of them. If the young players continue to excel on a big stage, LeBron and the Lakers could find themselves alive in a wide-open Western Conference. I'm Maggie Gray.
The Jim Rome Show.
MLB's new rule changes intended to speed up the game are working brilliantly. Games are flying, pace is way up. That means enforcement. Ask Manny Machado of the Padres. He was run after the umpire called him out on an automatic third strike for taking too long to get ready in the box. Games are shorter, and stars are getting ejected for hitting blue with Delta Bravo blasts.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be signs that your digestive system isn't working at its best? But taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil supports your daily digestive health using a special plant-based fiber called psyllium. Psyllium works by forming a gel in your digestive system to trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Metamucil's gelling action also helps to promote heart health and slows down sugar absorption to promote healthy blood sugar levels. Start feeling lighter and more energetic by taking Metamucil every day.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. I knew we could not put off getting life insurance. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $40 a month. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $18 a month.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-452-5050 or go to SelectQuote.com now. That's 1-800-452-5050. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
Indigo Mortgage is proud to have served veterans with honesty and integrity for the last 20 years. And in these last 20 years, veterans have trusted Indigo Mortgage for purchases or refinances utilizing their VA home loan benefits. Indigo Mortgage is known in the veteran community to offer some of the lowest rates and fees in New Mexico. Veterans refer veterans, and we take that very serious, as they are trusting us to make sure their fellow vets get the best rates and fees on the market. Veterans know they can trust Indigo Mortgage, and we set ourselves apart from the big national lenders who are interested in profits rather than serving our veterans. And if you're a veteran looking for any kind of home loan, make sure to shop your mortgage around and be sure to shop your trusted local mortgage company, Indigo Mortgage, serving veterans for the last 20 years. Reach us on the net at indigomortgage.net or by calling 836-5700. That's 836-5700. NMLS 231962 and 188-348.
Meet Joe A, Joe B, and Joe C.
What's up?
3 everyday Joes perfecting their banking with Chase. Joe A is locking his lost debit card with the Chase mobile app. Joe B is cruising toward his new ride with AutoSave. And Joe C's Chase banker is helping him budget to go back to school. Tools that help protect. Support for what's next. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Messaging and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Yes, we do have availability. Those dates for how many guests?
Andrea's Boutique Hotel is the destination to tie the knot.
Oh, you want the whole property?
She needs an assistant to catch the bookings bouquets.
249 guests, huh? Oh, and 3 dogs.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
The sports animal is now 27 years old. What we're saying is, it's now not creepy to tell us how good we look for our age. Just remember, we're not that kind of station. Creeper.
Everybody say bye 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 to the nice guy. Hi 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 hi. Everybody say hi 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 to the bad guy. Bye 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 bye. Everybody say bye.
I don't hate this.
To the nice guy. Hi hi.
It's probably my favorite one we got.
Shortest little segment humanly possible. The Boston Celtics beat the Atlanta Hawks 112-99. Jaylen Brown, who Van thinks is the best basketball player in the world, went 29-12. Tatum 25-11. Series lead is 1-0 to the boys in green. Never ever bet against the Boston Celtics.
Pull out the broom, Celtics fan.
Yeah, like that.
This is going to be an easy one.
Like that.
I'm going to just blow right through these losers.
They were just chilling in the second half.
They
were like, we cool.
Not a care in the world. Just jogging around, smiling, telling jokes. Barely a match.
Atlanta fans like, well, at least we get some home games.
Ownership group's happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to sell a lot of soda pops.
Sports fans are like, did anyone watch all 48 minutes of this?
No. The Atlanta Hawks didn't watch 48 minutes.
DeAndre Hunter looks like an NBA player. That's kind of it.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Van's like, you know what he should do to improve his career? Learn Chinese. Go to China.
China.
More NBA talk. Lakers when we get back, man. Let's do it. Laker recap. 2 Men On. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Clark's Pet Emporium has always been your furry pet's favorite stop. Clark's also has the largest selection of fish, reptiles, small animals, plus everything you need to get set up. New Mexico's own Clark's Pet Emporium on Lomas, west of San Mateo, Manaw at Juan Tabo, and at clarkspets.com. This report is sponsored by Clark's Pet Emporium. And traffic right now, westbound on Paseo, still dealing with some slowdowns between 2nd Street and Coors. And southbound on I-25, as you approach Montgomery, things still moving a little slow there. I-40 right now, moving up to speed in both directions here in town and south of the city. I-25 between Albuquerque and Los Lunas. Things looking good there in both directions.
This report brought to you by Sandia Area Federal Credit Union.
Credit that rewards you. Open a Sandia Area Rewards MasterCard and earn 10,000 points when you spend $1,000 in the first 90 days. Apply today at sandia.org.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Meet Joe A, Joe B, and Joe C.
What's up?
3 everyday Joes perfecting their banking with Chase. Joe A is locking his lost debit card with the Chase mobile app. Joe B is cruising toward his new ride with AutoSave. And Joe C's Chase banker is helping him budget to go back to school. Tools that help protect. Support for what's next. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Messaging and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some nimrod cuts you off. You hit the horn. Jeez, it sounds like a goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. It looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Arguing about Grage and Royal Taupe is a royal pain. I got my cabinets painted by CertaPro painters, and they look like brand new, and it saved the argument with my wife. They clean up the mess, and now my kitchen looks brand new again. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. CertaPro.com.
So you think drinking alcohol can't hurt you? It'll mess you up big time. Say adios to large chunks of your brain. Major damage is already being done. Other parts of your body are getting wrecked too. Forget about sports, forget about school, forget about doing much of anything. Underage drinking freaks out your body, messes up your life.
Sponsored by the NMDOT.
KNML AM Albuquerque is the sports animal, proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Robert Buck D. Gibson.
This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
You know, this song you can get a paper cut to. You know, something you can lay back and enjoy the leather seats. You did. Hey.
I saw a crime, boys. I watched a crime occur.
Oh, no.
The Los Angeles Lakers stole home court advantage against the Memphis Grizzlies. I saw them steal it.
Oh, you're saying stealing. I'm saying I predicted this the whole time.
You did do that.
Lakers all the way.
Anthony Davis is okay. Let's just put that out there. He's gonna play more.
They don't need him. Jaw's probably gone too.
All right, now that we talked about the 2 names you need to hear about, Austin Reeves.
He's that dude.
No, he said he's him.
He is.
He said, I am him. And I've never connected better with a saying or a phrase in the entire history of sports.
The NBA, who'd that make him? Him Jackson Jr.?
I am him.
Him Hardaway?
I am him. I'm him. That's the most BA wrestling shirt of all time. Can you see that? Can you see Roman Reigns staring across the ring at Brock Lesnar? And Paul Heyman says, "Do you think you're the one to beat him?" And he says, "I am him." And I go and I spend $40 on that t-shirt right away. Austin Reeves is making me buy Lakers t-shirts. Is there an Austin Reeves I'm him t-shirt? I want that t-shirt.
It has to exist already. Because it isn't the first time he said it, but it's the first time he yelled it out loud. Austin Reeves. He's a little short, but I say he could be a him Duncan. Yeah.
Much better than him Hardaway.
Okay.
Also, there's apparently a song called I'm Him by Kevin Gates, who I've never heard of. And I'm not going to venture to play it on air because it doesn't look safe.
I don't know what he does for his community of his population, but is he as good as him Brown?
It's a pretty good one.
Yeah. He knows the game pretty well. Okay.
I'm currently
does he have the basketball brain of him Boheim?
I'm holding up. That's a good one.
Thank you.
He's in LA.
He's got swag for sure.
He's in LA. Do you think he could become an actor? Maybe be in a Star Wars movie? Maybe like Hemi Smits? Oh, I blew that one.
That's okay. He's got a lot of swag. Austin Reeves does already.
Yeah.
Does he have as much as him McMahon?
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Austin Reeves just show up from the G League like 5 minutes ago?
Not if you ask LeBron James. LeBron James says, I saw it in his eyes years ago when he was in the G League. I knew I was going to play with him and make him a better basketball player. I looked at him like a son.
He got in the league.
And I coddled him like one of my own boys.
He got in the league 2 years ago. What do you mean? Yeah, no, I got it here. Played for the Shockers. I totally know who this is. He didn't even get drafted, right?
Yeah, correct. How jealous is Kyrie right now that LeBron has a new son?
Okay, so I didn't know this. Here's me learning something.
Okay.
So I didn't know Austin Reeves also went to Oklahoma. I thought he was just a Wichita State guy. So I didn't know as much as I thought I knew.
Okay. Surprise, surprise.
Today I learned. Yeah, had a 2-way contract. Never went back down. I mean, that's pretty good. You said LeBron called it? What are you talking about?
Oh, he said he knew Austin Reeves was going to be great when they started working out.
Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
When did he say that? Oh, like after the game?
After he was great.
Oh,
yeah.
Are you being? No, he didn't.
LeBron had like.
How did I miss this?
LeBron is like the greatest leader, but usually only by example, not his words, because he puts his foot in his mouth so often. As much as I love the guy, look,
what did he
pro LeBron James house here. Okay,
give me the quote.
All right, here I got one for you. They won, right? Stole one on the road.
Who won? The Lakers.
Lakers won.
Correct.
Stole one on the road against the number 2 seeded Memphis Grizzlies.
Hey,
even in a win,
who didn't see it coming?
LeBron says we need to be a lot better in game 2. We had 15 turnovers for 15 points. We can't do that. We got to be a lot better, and that starts with me. All right, that's a veteran leader who is sane and doing the right things. That is good, LeBron. He also said this, Fred.
Did he also say this? Before you tell me whatever he actually said, did he also say this? Good thing Ja got hurt. Did he say that?
No, he left that part out.
Okay, keep going.
Also, AD got hurt, so they're even.
That's a big difference there.
After he says that, they ask him how he brings the best out in his teammates. I think it comes from being a father. I got to parent my kids differently. Some of them I could yell at.
No.
Some of them I got to be more comforting.
What?
Some I need to pull away to the side.
What again?
Some I can yell at in front of the group.
No.
He's comparing his teammates to children.
Well, he's like the oldest dude in the league, which I kind of get that part.
I mean, His new hairline says otherwise.
Where are these different parenting techniques when he was playing with Kyrie?
Are you talking about when he took Kyrie under his wing, kept him from being an idiot for 1 calendar year, and won the championship?
You're making
Is that when?
You're making a good.
Then?
Ja Morant said today his hand is not better. He tried to unball a pair of socks this morning, and his hand didn't work.
Oh,
it's
good.
quote unquote one thing after another. Hear me out, because I'm a pro wrestling fan. He's lying.
He's going to score 80.
He's going to score 80.
Nah, he's like actually hurt. He's been hurt for a while. This isn't just a one-off incident. He keeps re-aggravating this hand.
When he came back out,
doesn't matter. Lakers going to win anyways.
When he came back out to the bench,
quote me.
He had like one of those like 1980s defensive lineman like club cast on his hands. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I absolutely know what you're talking about. Yeah. He didn't have that on in the club, did he?
Nice. The Lakers in the final 2 minutes there. Austin Reeves was like, listen, I'm LeBron now. And everyone is like, who are you?
Look at me. Look at me.
I'm the LeBron now.
I am the captain now.
Austin Reeves is a super tough nickname.
Oh, it's very strong work. I'm not saying it's not strong work, but this him thing has been going on for a while.
Well, I'm only now learning about it.
Okay, this has been going on for a minute. We're good. This is probably year 2 in the him. The rise of the him.
Him is not as cool of a nickname.
It's good. It's not great. I mean, Austin Heaves.
Yeah.
He is he. Hey, and put some respect on Rui Hashimura's name.
Never even heard of him.
He is a dude.
The Lakers win a playoff game, and LeBron is the third. No, AD's the third, and LeBron is the 4th highest scoring player on the team for the last 2 months.
Oh, he doesn't need to be that guy. They're better when he's not that guy.
They already have him.
Rui Hashimura.
Okay.
30 minutes. 11 of 14 from the field. 29 points. 1 turnover. Austin Reeves, hey, you deserve your flowers, homie. I hope you keep it up. But Rui Hashimura, that's the story. Off the bench.
Your 3, 4, and 5 options go like this. Davis, James, Russell. What?
Yeah.
According to this basketball game played against the Memphis Grizzlies, your leading scorer is Rui Hashimura, who I've never heard of until this day in life.
Could have told you.
Austin Reeves, then Anthony A.D. Davis, LeBron James, and D'Angelo Russell. And then no one else. 0 other players. Which is also how you win in the postseason, so I have no problem with this whatsoever.
And they also got Schroeder and Beasley.
Doing nothing.
Buckets. They don't even need them yet.
Dog, 15-0 run to end the 4th quarter. 15-0. Grizzlies fans are like, what is going on?
And they deserve this. After Jaws' antics and the slap on the wrist he got, they deserve this. You deserve this, Memphis.
This might be like a longer segment or a longer stretch thought, not for right now because we got more stuff to go over. The amount of talent that doesn't get drafted, the amount of dudes that don't get the chance to play in the association because they lack quote-unquote potential or they lack quote-unquote it factor or all these dumb scouting terminologies and things. Austin Reeves is him because of that.
Yes.
Let's grab one a little bit early. Whenever we get back, the game of the weekend, I called correctly. And you, my friend, fell flat on your face. 2 men on the Sacramento actual Kings whenever we get back. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is brought to you by Blake's Lottaburger.
Blake's Lottaburger has been a New Mexico favorite since 1952. They use the best ingredients like their very own Hatch green chili and fresh premium beef patties. And they cook your food fresh when you order it. Blake's Lottaburger, the first there was, the best there is.
And traffic right now, things moving along very well here in the metro at the moment. I-25 and I-40 both moving up to speed. Your river crossings, Paseo, Alameda, and Montano look good. We are dealing with some congestion southbound on Coors as you approach Montano, but it looks like things will quickly get back up to speed after you get through there.
Brought to you by New Balance.
New Balance Albuquerque. Shoes that fit better and perform better. At New Balance, we actually measure your feet on Juan Tabo north of Constitution and in Cottonwood Corners next to Best Buy. New Balance.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Last year, you gave us books, and we gave you beer. You remember, Tom Brady was still a buck. The sports animal is doing it again with JPR Decorative Gravel and Blake's Lottaburger for the Rock and Brew Book Drive. Bring new or gently used children's books to participating breweries, and you'll receive $1 off each beer you buy that day. Breweries like Red Door Brewing, Canteen Brewhouse, Steelbender, Marble Brewery, and lots more. Save $1 off a beer while fighting illiteracy in New Mexico. Get a full list of drop-off locations online now at sportsanimалabq.com.
From local town councils to Capitol Hill, agents who are realtors are standing up for what's right. We're here protecting property rights. Here advocating for the issues that affect our neighborhoods. Here championing fair and equitable housing for all. Because we are realtors, bound by a code of ethics, driven to serve our communities. We're here for it all. Here for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
O'Reilly! Replace your worn-out wiper blades and see the road better with help from O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, save $10 on a pair of Trico Force wiper blades. Old Rewards members get 4 times points and receive a $5 reward with purchase. Our professional parts people will even install your new wiper blades for free. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
With every other attorney in town talking about winning and how much they've won, it's time we look at the facts and set the record straight. Lerner Rowe has helped over 150,000 people collect billions of dollars for their injuries, with over $1 billion recovered in the last 5 years alone. We have over 50 attorneys and over 400 legal professionals and their resources to fight for you. The reality is, there's Lerner Rowe, then there's everybody else.
Lerner Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Multi-state offices. Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque. Glenn Lerner is only licensed in Nevada.
There's a lot of big companies who say they can clean your ducts, but Ductworks is actually certified and trained to do it right. If you haven't had your ducts cleaned in years, it's likely the pollen and dust blowing through your ducts is making your springtime allergies worse. If you're feeling miserable and running out of tissue, you've got to know, not hope, your ducts are truly clean. Call veteran-owned Ductworks at 600-9374 or visit ductworksnm.com. That's works with an X. Ductworks. Breathe easy. Stay healthy.
Ever wonder why your business doesn't show up on online search maps, but your competitors do? It's hundreds of things. Things that Cumulus Boost can identify and fix. And that's how we boost your findability. CumulusBoost.com. CUMULUS Boost.com.
From local town councils to Capitol Hill, agents who are realtors are standing up for what's right. We're here protecting property rights. Here advocating for the issues that affect our neighborhoods. Here championing fair and equitable housing for all. Because we are realtors, bound by a code of ethics, driven to serve our communities. We're here for it all. Here for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
O'Reilly!
Replace your worn-out wiper blades and see the road better with help from O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, save $10 on a pair of Trico Force wiper blades. Old Rewards members get 4 times points and receive a $5 reward with purchase. Our professional parts people will even install your new wiper blades for free. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Go green with Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Beat the heat with a high-efficiency AC or heat pump system from Daniels. Right now, Daniels is offering instant rebates on high-efficiency heat pump systems and take advantage of federal tax credits. Your investment is protected with their 10-year parts and 5-year labor guarantee. Daniels financing with plans to fit any budget, including 0% interest. Start your project today with a free estimate, 898-8860. Stay cool, calm, collected with Daniels, and go green today.
Hi, this is Drew Barrymore. Watching my favorite movies and TV shows is my happy place, and Pluto TV makes it even happier because it's free. Stream all you want and never pay a thing. Stream now, pay never. Pluto TV.
The Duke City's home for sports. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
All right, 505-246-0610. We're talking sports, but actually I need a little bit of help from the friends of the show out there. 505-246-0610. So we were out this year. We've been in a couple things, right? We've been to a couple things this year. Went to the Royal Rumble, went to the Super Bowl, went to spring training, went to WrestleMania. We've been out in the industry a little bit.
We do some stuff.
What is that noise? What happened to your microphone?
Mine?
Yeah.
And not on here?
I got a hard Chris.
A check a 1 2, a hello.
I don't know. Maybe it's my headphones.
Okay.
So I apologize. 505-246-0610. Nylon dress shirts.
Okay, here we go.
All these guys that we're messing around with are wearing these super nice, like performance or tech. I don't even know what to call them. It's more than polyester. It's like so I go to this Untuck It or whatever, because all these guys are wearing Untuck It shirts. And they're like, yeah, the one you're looking at, Freddie, it's nylon. What do you think? I don't want to drop $100 per shirt. Like $100 per dress shirt seems like a lot. Like, what is the good knockoff, like, dress shirt? That's what I need.
When you're making several $100 million, $100.
Yeah, that doesn't matter, I guess. So it's 92% nylon, 8% elastane. I don't even know what that is. ELASTANE. What is that, Van?
Elastane?
Yeah.
Oh, you got me.
I've never heard of that.
Consult ChatGPT again.
All right, hold up. I just went to Untuckit's website. I can get 20% off. All right, if you currently work at Untuckit here in town, 505-246-0610. Let's just have a talk. All right, so apparently this blend of stuff that I'm talking about, this material, this is like sweat into the oldies stuff. This is what like workout gear is. Anyways, I got to get some of this. I'm going to look cooler. That's a big part of that's my April. What is this, May? This is my April resolution. Look cooler.
Good luck. Elastane, also known as spandex or lycra.
Okay.
So I have some stretch shirts, but they're cotton with that lycra in it. In the bendy areas, the stretchy areas you need. Shoulders, armpits, pecs, waist. Just a little bit of stretch. I don't know about 100% nylon.
This is like sweating to the oldie stuff, like I'm seeing it. Not 100% nylon. 92%.
That's a lot of nylon.
I'm telling you, these dress shirts I saw were super nice.
Are ladies' nylon still served in eggs? They got those little...
I do remember that.
Little eggs? Remember that? Ladies' nylons? Bob, I feel like you have an answer for this.
Well, it was spelled L''EGGS.
Correct. Yeah. She got legs.
I don't know if they're still sold or not. Haven't been in that section in quite a while.
I think it's important that the boys look good.
Mm-hmm.
You and I, Bob, to a lesser extent.
Thank you.
Bob Dazzle.
Bedazzle.
Oh, Bedazzle.
Yeah.
That's your performance name, Bedazzle.
The creator of Legs, idea came to him the morning he was scheduled to make his presentation. By the way, friend of the show, ask me about my McNally nails joke.
No, don't.
Next
Listen,
time you see me in public.
Bob, you don't have the time.
He was making the presentation to the Hanes, the fine people at Hanes.
Mm-hmm.
He crumpled the pantyhose in his hand and realized it could fit into an eggshell. And eggs, in the creator's mind, were representative of something new, fresh, and natural. Congratulations. Now you have L''eggs, legs. And now they're making shirts out of it.
Shirts are also made out of bamboo? Are we living in the future?
No, everything can be made out of bamboo now.
Yeah.
Pillowcases, sheets, you name it.
I swear to God.
I do kind of like the cutting boards. Bamboo cutting boards.
You're going to tell me I wear a cutting board for a shirt? No. Also, and where is this made? In China?
I don't know where it's made because I try to avoid it.
Well, also I think bamboo kind of only grows in China. That might not be correct.
No, you are correct in that. It is not correct.
Is it been transplanted other places? Probably.
We have bamboo growing here in Albuquerque.
What?
All over the place.
What?
One of the plants in the bamboo family grows very well here. It's kind of invasive also. If you can find one, I don't see it. This is a twill stretch. This is not pure nylon.
No, see, twill is not for me.
I'm a big Charles Tyrwhitt guy.
Who?
You mess with Charles Tyrwhitt?
Oh, you talking about Chuck E. T?
Yeah.
No idea what you're talking about.
Well-made shirts.
Well, anyways, 505-246-0610. If you are a dude that has like the shirt connection, and also I'm over like all my pattern shirts. You know me pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over all my floral shirts.
Okay.
I'm over all my design. I just want from now on solid shirts.
Just plain colors.
That's what I want.
You're gonna miss it.
I want the whole rainbow.
I need a little pop.
No, not anymore. I'm over it.
I got every color I need already, in like a modern slim stretch, not nylon. Little cotton lycra blend. I'm really into that. But I like some patterns. I like some color. I like to break up the monotony. If you're watching right now on Facebook Live or YouTube Live, I have a white linen shirt and it's got elephants on it, like Indian elephants with little carriages on their back. You can't see it from that far. That's
like
what they
it.
are. It's just dots.
I had that, like what you're wearing. I have in a bunch of stuff, like little flamingos, little anchors, little whatever. Like I feel like I'm past that point.
Miss me with the anchors. I am super in the flamingos.
Yeah, I got little flamingo ones.
Flamingo shirts are strong.
Bird shirts? I got bird shirts.
Little koalas, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be into that.
Koalas hanging upside down. Give me that. You got a sloth? You got like a really...
I do have turtles.
Like a nice bright colored sloth shirt? Give me that.
I got little turtle ones. You know what the most stylish shirt you can wear? One with little Russell Westbrooks on it. That'd be stylish.
Okay.
But super be into that.
You expose the midriff too, or is it just like all the way down?
Yeah, you tuck it up.
Stop it halfway.
Show your bellers.
Who's got a nicer stomach?
Okay.
Russell Westbrook or Ezekiel Elliott?
Or Jennifer Aniston at 51.
J-Lo at 60.
Oh, God.
Salma Hayek anytime.
Bob says Jack Black at 51.
Yeah. I still haven't listened to that song.
Let me sing it for you real quick. Beaches, 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 beaches. That's the whole song.
The President's of the United States of America?
It's very similar, but kids today don't get it.
There's only one Peaches, not millions of them.
New York Knicks, big win against the Cleveland Cavaliers, 101-97. I am having a hard time because I don't individually think that Jalen Brunson is good. I don't individually think that Julius Randle is good. I do not individually think that Josh Hart is good. I am wrong. I am wrong about all three of those things. They are all very good. And even though Donovan Mitchell went for 30 freaking 8, there ain't enough talent in Cleveland to help my dude. I think the Knicks are going to take this one.
I do not. Out of the 8 games, I got 6 of them right. I'm sorry I'm lying. I got 5 of them right because I missed the Suns as well.
The Knicks?
I missed the Knicks. I thought the Cavaliers were not only going to beat the Knicks, I had Cavaliers dominating the Knicks.
Why did the Cavaliers leave their hands on their waist the entire defensive end? Because the Knicks had 17 offensive boards.
Is this another Chat GPT joke?
No.
Did I miss the punchline?
No, it's not.
That's an actual thing?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They got 2 dudes that are 7 foot tall, Van. Nothing.
I think they kept a professional basketball team under 100.
Who are you talking about? I'm talking about Cleveland sucking.
Yeah, the New York Knickerbockers kept the Cleveland Cavaliers under 100 points.
Well, yes, but
that's how you win games in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. That's the problem I'm having with Cleveland, because Cleveland's got big dudes. Cleveland should be able to clean up defensive boards.
Hey, and it wasn't Donovan Mitchell's fault, that's for sure.
No, it wasn't at all.
He chunked up way too many three-pointers, but he still did his thing.
How do you master the art of amazing individual performance in a losing effort? Like if there was a Grammy Award, it would go like this. And now, our nominees for amazing individual performance in a losing effort.
Also known as the Jalen Hurts Award.
In the playoffs. I got the Knicks rolling it. You think there's going to be a big comeback by the Cavs?
I do. And also, by the way, Knicks fans, I'm with you. Go Knicks. I would like to see them relevant. That would be fantastic. But I think the Cavaliers are just too good. They're better.
We got 30 minutes left to give you 4 recaps. We'll double up on them. Less nylon shirt talk whenever we get back. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Telling it like it is.
It doesn't feel like it's a long-term fix. It feels a little desperate. It feels like basically you gave Lamar a cool pre-Christmas present to get him back to the negotiating table. But the Ravens are in a tough spot. It's quarterback league and they don't have one. You probably need to work on the marriage. And I think that's Baltimore's issue.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be signs that your digestive system isn't working at its best? But taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil supports your daily digestive health using a special plant-based fiber called psyllium. Psyllium works by forming a gel in your digestive system to trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Metamucil's gelling action also helps to promote heart health and slows down sugar absorption to promote healthy blood sugar levels. Start feeling lighter and more energetic by taking Metamucil every day.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. I knew we could not put off getting life insurance. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $40 a month. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $18 a month.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-452-5050 or go to SelectQuote.com now. That's 1-800-452-5050. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive can help you protect your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, ATV, RV, and more. And if something wasn't mentioned that you had in mind, find out if it can be covered at Progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE, because it probably can be.
From local town councils to Capitol Hill, agents who are realtors are standing up for what's right. We're here protecting property rights. Here advocating for the issues that affect our neighborhoods. Here championing fair and equitable housing for all. Because we are realtors, bound by a code of ethics, driven to serve our communities. We're here for it all. Here for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
O'Reilly. Replace your worn-out wiper blades and see the road better with help from O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, save $10 on a pair of Trico Force wiper blades. Old Rewards members get 4 times points and receive a $5 reward with purchase. Our professional parts people will even install your new wiper blades for free. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper, and you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, forhims.com/joy. That's forhims.com/joy for your free online visit. forhims.com/JOY.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Your wife is funny about your anniversary. She always remembers it. It's a day you only forget at your peril, gentlemen. I'm John Thomas, and at John Thomas Jewelers, we have the gifts that tell her that after all these years, you're even crazier in love with her. Let John Thomas make your anniversary easy this year.
When we work together, we have the power to create positive change in our communities. And that's exactly what you are doing when you join Community Rewards. Just by using your Nusenda Visa debit card, you can help support education, healthcare, the arts, environment and wildlife, or community services and support. Skip the PIN on your purchases, you'll earn cash back and help fund grants in your community. When you invest in your community, we invest in you.
Nusenda Credit Union, the power of we. Visit nusenda.org to learn more.
Don't miss the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
The Chicago Bulls came back from a 19-point deficit to defeat the Toronto Raptors by 4. They advanced to the Eastern Conference 8C playing game. So that would have been, what, 3 days ago? 4 days ago?
Yeah.
So the Bulls get there. And what do, Van?
I just choke it away.
I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing?
I had the Heat winning that game.
Oklahoma City Thunder defeated the New Orleans Pelicans 123 to 118 to keep the playoff hopes alive, blah, blah, blah. That's it. That was a good job. Just kind of gets to me. What's it like? I mean, I get it. You got to have a winner and loser every time, but All right, here we go. Philadelphia 76ers defeat the Brooklyn Nets. 20-point blowout. Joel Embiid trying to be that dude. James Harden not shooting is weird to me.
Don't need to. If he can just facilitate, that's way better for the team.
We still had 23, but 13 assists? Are you kidding me?
I mean, I thought 76ers would dominate this series. I think it's a big-time mismatch. The Nets have to shoot lights out to keep up with the 76ers. But, hey, Nets are up 5 right now. Almost halftime. I don't see him going very deep in that series.
It kind of, even though, I mean, 20, I mean, that's a lot of points, man. The Nets, it's cool that they're there because they made all the moves. They got rid of the guys. They're still in the mix. It's good for the fan base. So you can just kind of say a lot of really positive things about the way the organization is going since all the weird stuff.
What did they have, like 35 wins already when they got rid of KD and Kyrie?
Well, that's a good point. So you want to have that conversation, how they only got into the playoffs because they had those dudes?
Correct.
And Mikal Bridges isn't really a dude?
Yeah, exactly that.
He had 30. Hard for you to tell me he's not a dude when he had 30.
If you're a betting man, hear me out.
Okay.
You should bet on Kevin Durant or Russell Westbrook winning a ring this year. Because they each played for 2 teams, and both teams are in the playoffs. So you've doubled your chances. And you got 2 guys on 4 separate teams. You quadrupled your chances.
The Dinwiddie kid just can't pass. Everything he puts towards the rim just ends up like lob? You mean no? How many turnovers that dude have? 4? Yeah, that led the game. I'm over here like trying to make jokes about it. Like maybe it didn't lead the game. It did. Like if I'm broadcasting a game, which by the way, I've done a bunch of them, right? I'm going to start calling bad passes Dinwiddie's because that's what he feels like to me.
Okay.
He's just a turnover machine. I just want games to be competitive at the end.
Starting next round, they will be. There's like 2 competitive series. Next round is when basketball really starts this year.
The big one, though, the one you and I talked the most about, the one where I said it's going to be Sacramento at home, and you said it's going to be Golden State on the road.
I just can't bet against Steph Curry and the boys in the playoffs.
You didn't think Malik Monk would be the truth?
Yeah, all right. But here's the thing. The Warriors, despite all of their successes, were 11-30 on the road this year. That is awful.
De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk combined for 70, Van.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
They had a 126 burger, and those 2 dudes had over 50% of that burger.
It's a good burger.
Basketball is good when every quarter is 30 points aside.
I love it.
Same.
I love it.
Super same.
126, 123. The whole game was back and forth. Everything was competitive. The ending of the game, back and forth, back and forth,
Yeah.
back and forth. 12 lead changes in the past 4 minutes.
Is that what it was?
Insane.
You know that for a fact, or are you just saying that off the vibe?
When I was watching replays, in my head, I was like, 1,
Yeah, okay.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, the big
5,
difference.
12.
The big difference in this one, if you ask your boy, is this: Golden State put up 53s.
Standard. Sure. Yeah, every game.
I feel in the playoffs, you win at the basket. Now, I'm saying you can't go through Looney. You're not going to win games going through Looney. But if you're 16 of 50, which, by the way, not good enough, and the Kings are 12 of 32 from the 3,
I don't dislike what you're saying.
It's the playoffs.
But this isn't March Madness. This is the modern NBA playoffs. Golden State literally does not have a center.
Well, they got Kevin Looney.
They do not have a center
Kevon Looney's
on their basketball team.
They have one guy that refuses to score in Draymond Green.
Oh, he's never going to score, ever.
He shot a 3 the other night, and I'm like, what?
The only way Draymond Green is going to get a triple-double if it's rebounds, assists, and either steals or blocks, because it ain't going to be points. He don't do that.
8 dudes played 20 minutes, which I think is about right. Sacramento is on that stage, because if you had asked me to, oh, crud, dude, even right up before the game, if you'd have been like, hey, Fred, draw me a picture of De'Aaron Fox, I would not have been able to do that.
End up being like a Disney character.
Yeah, no.
An amorphous fox. Like
Outside
half
of the
human, half fox.
Outside of the Sabonis kid, I don't really know what I could do for you. Is Harrison Barnes the same Harrison Barnes that went to North Carolina?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same dude.
Cool.
It's like, okay, we say this about one team every year in the baseball playoffs. I mean, they're too dumb to be scared, right?
That vibe. I'm
Yeah.
into that vibe.
Like none of these guys have ever been there before. So they don't know what it's like to be nervous. They don't know what it's like to have pressure. They're playing on house money. They haven't been there in 17 years.
Well, okay, you're making a good point too, because is there a possibility that Saturday that was the greatest basketball game ever played? Yes. Is it also a possibility that Golden State plays in that all the time?
Yeah.
Yes. And Sacramento's like, every game we play is the greatest game ever. Like, yeah, okay. Like
Every single next game is the biggest game of their life. It doesn't matter what game it is. The biggest one in the history of Sacramento, the next one.
Oh,
as long as they keep going, the biggest game is the next one.
Now, also, Sacramento didn't know how to deal with it. So I don't know if you saw any of this outside the court stuff, but they're not letting in like famous like regional celebrities and stuff. Like I don't know how substantiated any of this is, but like Bay Area rappers and stuff are trying to get in, and the police is like, "Hey, you can't get in because you're not him.
It's E40's fault.
It's E40. I didn't want to say because I don't know how real any of this is. So E40 is like, I'm not going here I'll go to the other ones. But like your place, you guys don't have it figured out.
Yeah,
you don't know how to have a big game.
He's screaming racial profiling.
He was doing that.
And I didn't, apologies, friend of the show. I didn't delve enough.
I did a little
in
bit.
the video. What I did see, it didn't look like it was his fault until the very end. When security showed up, he might have showed his ass a little bit. But from what I've seen, the beginning of it, he was being provoked. Like, it's not his fault that the argument happened. It's his fault the way he ended it.
NBA recap in the books. We'll grab a break. We got callers on? We'll get them whenever we get back. Whenever we get back to the program, phone lines open, 505-246-0610. I apologize. Who's Paulie, friend of the show, Paulie? Paulie, hang out throughout the break. We got you whenever we get back. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610.
This is Andrew Perloff with a CBS Sports Minute. You never know how a huge...
Sorry, I hit it early.
Philadelphia Eagles signed Carson Wentz to a huge extension in 2019, and that failed. Now they extended Jalen Hurts for up to $255 million over 5 years. Hurts feels different from Wentz. He's proven he can step up in the biggest moments, including the Super Bowl, and his team has his back. That kind of money is always a risk, but you get the feeling with this quarterback, the front office is celebrating today. I'm Andrew Perloff.
Meet Joe A, Joe B, and Joe C.
What's up?
3 everyday Joes perfecting their banking with Chase. Joe A is locking his lost debit card with the Chase mobile app. Joe B is cruising toward his new ride with AutoSave. And Joe C's Chase banker is helping him budget to go back to school. Tools that help protect. Support for what's next. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Messaging and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Like any good agent, we're here for the open house, for the closing, for handing over keys. But because we're realtors, we're here for so much more. Agents who are realtors volunteer at nearly 3 times the national average. We're working to broaden access to credit, increase affordable housing supply, and ensure fair housing for all. And realtors are bound by a code of ethics. We're here for it all. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Weekends at the Downs has your favorite games, live music, great dining, and with 30 screens, your game's on. Watch and wager on simulcast racing, including the Kentucky Derby May 6th. Plus, check out the flea market and other Expo New Mexico events, only at Casino at the Downs. Casino at the Downs casual dining options feature all your favorites and 2 daily specials. Enjoy green chili stew, our Downs green chili cheeseburger, pizza, sandwiches, desserts, and more. And the Crown Room grand reopening in May offers the best in fine dining and elegance, only at Casino at the Downs.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Like any good agent, we're here for the open house, for the closing, for handing over keys. But because we're realtors, we're here for so much more. Agents who are realtors volunteer at nearly 3 times the national average. We're working to broaden access to credit, increase affordable housing supply, and ensure fair housing for all. And realtors are bound by a code of ethics. We're here for it all. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
If you're like me, you hate painting. I hate the cleanup, and it never looks professional. Eric Strauss here. Do like me and hire a professional. CertaPro painters came in. They painted my cabinets. They look brand new, and I didn't have to fight with my wife. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. For your home or business, schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
Are you amped?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Come on, bro. The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10
On 95.9 FM
and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Wrapping up the program, we wrapped up at NBA weekend. But you know your boys are always ready to talk baseball. Friend of the show, Paulie, joining us. Paulie, welcome to the Sports Animal Hotline.
Hey, long time no talk, guys. How you doing?
Doing good, brother.
Hey, but I just got back into town Was out at the on campus at USC watching my beloved Trojans.
There you go.
And let me tell you, it was a great trip with the guys and reminiscing. And let me tell you, if it was up to me, we'd have a fraternity like the guys on old school on campus and never leave. But it feels good. It feels good to be back. Liver screaming. But let me get back to what I want to talk about. First of all, the Trojans looked amazing.
Good.
It's time for the SEC and the rest of the country to watch out. Lincoln Riley has them clicking on all cylinders, and they're doing amazing. But going back to the thing, I'm scrolling through channels, and you see cornhole tournaments, cliff diving, badminton, all that. I think just in general, they're doing the worst job you could ever imagine as far as marketing baseball. I don't know what happened or what went wrong, but when I was growing up, you had shows, you had famous players on TV constantly doing commercials, all of it. But now, as a matter of fact, no one even knows anything about college baseball. You look at Major League Baseball. I can't even remember the last time I've even seen a Major League player on a commercial. But that's kind of the one thing I want to touch on. I don't know if you guys feel the same way I do. I know the pitch count or the pitch clock has helped out somewhat, but beer sales have been affected by it from what I hear. But other than that, I think they need to really start working on focusing on how to market these players a lot better.
Hold on with this here, Paul. Yeah. You don't have to jump off yet. So I think there's something interesting with college athletics, and I can speak to this a little bit. I'm the director of communications for athletics for a university here in the state, right? These conferences all have exclusive streaming deals, and they know they know where the fan base is, right? So, like, I'll give you an example. You want to watch something on ESPN? Hey, me too. The problem is there's a Big Ten network, there's an SEC network, there's a Big 12 network. There's, even to a lesser extent, Fubo has like exclusive deals. So if you want to watch collegiate baseball, you're kind of in trouble unless you're willing to cough up the dollars. And these conferences know that families and fans and friends of these collegiate athletes will pay it.
Yep.
And it's kind of a gross existence. But I mean, the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, which I work for, streams for free. You can get it for free. The Lone Star Conference, which is right next door where Eastern New Mexico plays, you got to pay a monthly subscription. Like, and this is just stands true for everything.
Yeah, but I just like I said, I know the Yes Network pretty much dominates the Yanks and all of that,
right.
But just on national commercials, I never see Aaron Judge on anything, even though he bats .211 in the playoffs, which I can't let go of. That's a whole other issue. But that's don't even get me started on that, man. Every Yankee fan is talking about how great we are. No, we're not. We're going to do great. We're going to win our 90 games, and then we're going to tank in the playoffs, just like it happens every single year. Time for Cashman to go. That bullpen needs to be taken care of, and we need to get some really solid starting pitching and get back to Yankee baseball. Work that count, get players on, and score some runs. So that's where I'm at with that. But I always love talking baseball. I'm glad to be back. I'm back in town now. No more LA. It feels good to be back in the slow-paced Albuquerque type of environment. So I'll be hitting you guys up soon, all right?
Well, tomorrow night, I don't know what you're doing, but we will be at the ballpark after the show for Jackie Robinson night with the Isotopes. Yeah. So I don't know if you're going to be out or not. Yeah, but yeah, definitely pop down, and you know how big we are. Yeah, say hi to us, and we'll hang out. We'll drink a beer.
Yeah, I'll come. Hey, they're on me. Don't worry about it. If I can get off work on time, I'll definitely head that way.
Hey, we'll also show up late because we're not leaving early.
Yep.
Okay. All right, guys. Be safe out there, man.
All right, Paulie.
Thanks, Paulie. Hey, I'm on Paulie's bandwagon with the Trojans. I think Caleb Williams, that kid's the truth.
I would put a little money on that right now early. If you and I were to be like, hey, we go down there and put a too early money on some stuff, that'd be a fun one for me.
I'll take USC over the SEC any day.
Hey, so
just next year though. Because then Caleb Williams will be gone and they're going to take a big old hit. He had a really good point about, we talk about this all the time because, me and you, friend of the show, knows we love baseball.
Sure.
We're huge baseball marks.
Literally told not to talk about it.
Yep. Less, not to talk about it, talk less about it.
Hate it.
And then finally, MLB listened to us a couple years ago and started marketing their young stars. And then what happened? Ron Acuna Jr. gets hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Fernando Tatis Jr. gets popped for steroids. And these other guys have down years. It's like, crap. We did what you said to do, Van.
Right.
But we messed it up. We backed the wrong ponies.
The regional stuff's a little different too, because I promise you, Aaron Judge is on commercials in New York. I promise you.
Every commercial break on the Yes Network, he's going to be on a commercial.
And he's making New York dollars doing New York things out there. And it's not what you see with like a Tiger Woods. It's not, you're not going to get these. But what we're not talking about is the guy who makes the most money from endorsements, Shohei Ohtani.
Right.
Shohei Ohtani makes worldwide money.
Worldwide.
Yeah, and me and you.
Pitbull's jealous.
Correct.
Shohei Ohtani is actually Mr. Worldwide.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's out there. Also, because Paulie brought it up, I looked it up. So, college baseball TV schedule, a website I really like is sportsmediawatch.com. If you're not familiar, tells you where every game is, whatever channel. I just use it as a resource all the time. Cool. This is yesterday's schedule, okay? There were almost 50 college baseball games broadcast yesterday. Almost all of them ESPN Plus.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Streamy boys.
Streamy boys.
Yep.
Yeah, there were 0 on broadcast television yesterday. 0. Everything was on ESPN Plus or adjacent. Today, 1 game because it's Monday. I mean, you don't.
Right.
Also, I don't know how familiar you are with this. If you fly out of like Dallas or Houston or what's the other one down there? Austin. If you fly out any of these airports in Texas on a Sunday, this is getaway day for college athletics. These airports are just packed with athletes because so much athletics are played in Texas every single weekend. You cannot get through. Cannot. Elbow to elbow.
You remember when we were leaving San Antonio, there was like 2 baseball teams.
Yes.
There was a track team. There was a soccer team, which I think was professional because they were dressed better than everyone else.
Some of those East Coast colleges, shoot.
Yeah, get out of here.
Again.
So like you'll watch a basketball game. You'll watch a baseball game. You'll watch a hockey game. Is it a match? What are hockey games called? I don't know. 505-246-0610.
Competition.
A dust-up. And you'll see football players on commercials, no matter what sport.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see vice versa with baseball. You don't watch a football game, and then you see Shohei Ohtani selling you State Farm. But you'll see in the commercial break for a baseball game, Aaron Rodgers will be selling you State Farm. That's kind of the power the NFL has over the faces of popular sports.
The conversation I have all the time, I'm on the dating app, right? Like I'll go on dates and somebody will be like, hey, do you watch Succession? And I'll be like, I don't. And they're like, you're the only person in the world that doesn't watch it. And I'm like, actually, Bob's raising his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, like the series premiere, 2.5 million people. That's a really good series premiere for like a network, like docudrama thing or whatever it is. Every single Sunday, 15 million people watch the NFL. The thing that I make a profession off covering and living to do is literally the most important thing in the country, entertainment-wise.
Yeah,
there's nothing that even comes close.
Game of Thrones had a shot for a second. They were creeping up on the NFL. That's how popular it was.
So Game of Thrones
still didn't touch it.
But it also wasn't. It was creeping up on one NFL game.
Right.
NFL as a whole?
Yeah.
Doesn't even come close.
Yeah, it's not close.
It's not even close. And that's like the craziest part of like the perception of this thing where it's like, I don't think I see baseball player. I think I see too much football player. I think you actually see the exact right amount for the people's level of interest. Because if that many people are tuned in every Sunday in some capacity or another, think if it wasn't a sport. Think if it was something else. I think religion is the only other thing that owns an entire day of the week.
Oh, NFL's coming for you, JC.
They got them beat.
Yeah.
You can pray to the Kennedy God or you can pray to your version of the God, but you can still love NFL footballs. Also, if you had to subscribe to everything that allows you to watch all the games you wanted to watch, you'd be broke. You want to watch every single New York Yankees game, Paulie? Yes Network, cool. But you got to get Apple TV. You got to get MLB TV. You obviously have to get an ESPN subscription. Are they still doing baseball on TBS? Got to get TBS somehow. There are so many outlets for this stuff. And the thing that's lost to me is consistency. I want the same broadcasters. I want the comfort feel. I want all that stuff. Also, baseball fan, games are over in less than 2 hours now. You told me that the other day. What was the Red Sox game? 1 hour and 59 minutes?
It's bonkers.
Crazy.
I love it so much.
Bob Walpo, thank you for sitting in, brother.
You are welcome. Had a blast.
Aw.
It was fun.
Final words, man?
Too much for the time allotted, my friend, but anything we didn't cover, make sure you check out tomorrow morning on the opening drive with Jeff, JJ, and A. Marie.
We're on air tomorrow, and then we are at Ice Hubs Park for Jackie Robinson night. That'll be a lot of fun.
It always is.
Tune in on 95.9 FM. Wait, I blew it at the end. Good job, everyone. GG.
See you tomorrow, Burke.